What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cul-de-sac and the Neighbors podcast. I'm Mitchell.
I'm David.
And we're joined here by Doug Thomas.
How's it going, guys?
Dougie.
It's good. It's early for Doug, though.
It is. It's way too early for a Sunday, man.
What's your normal Sunday routine like?
Not anything, man. I
Okay.
just sleep.
Sunday's your free day?
I just kind of
Coast with it?
wake up whenever I feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean, usually it's like 8 o'clock, but I mean, usually I'm not doing anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
12.
You just lay in bed?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get my video games in the morning.
that's fair. What are you playing?
2K. all
Okay.
day.
Are you
That's
still?
all.
Do you mostly play like My Player?
Yeah, I'm doing my player. I mean, I was doing like the franchise mode, but
It's too in depth for me.
yeah, the franchise mode is just where like you create your own team and
Yeah, I can't.
Oh, okay.
play every player on the squad, but you know, I like to cheat and have my guy who's like a 99.
Yeah,
so it's
right.
just like super easy, and then at certain points, it's like
So what position do you play for My Player?
small forward.
Small forward, yes.
My
So do I.
dream height, 6'8". I'm like, yes, this
Yeah.
is what I was supposed to be. But
Yeah. I guess for people who've never played 2K, you create a player, and they go through this version is probably better than some of them in terms of like the story stuff, because there was one year, I think it was last year maybe, with Michael B. Jordan. Do you remember this shit? Like, for some reason, 2K has put all of this money and effort into the story mode when every player who's playing the game
Yeah.
is just like, game, I want to play the game.
Yeah.
How do I make my player better? Go to that. But like literally, there's like this huge intricate storyline about how we, like, your player and Michael B. Jordan were like
Buddies.
but like real good
balling.
friends.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
see, I don't care.
yeah, too
Like,
much.
sports games are sports games.
And they had
Exactly.
they had
Right?
super, because
Put
they
me
had
in the
a
game.
Spike Lee.
100%.
Put me in
That's
the
it.
They had Spike Lee do shit.
Yeah.
And so they came up with this stupid ass catchphrase, orange juice. That was the shit.
Really?
And you're like, no person says this thing.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Better than
like,
AI though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is in this game, you're a player. You don't like you choose your name, but they only call you AI. And you're like, that's Allen Iverson.
That's Allen
it's
Iverson.
artificial
couldn't you pick,
intelligence.
like I don't know,
Any other-
superstar
right.
or like
Any other
Just-
two initials,
yeah,
you know,
right.
just yeah, it doesn't
Just
matter.
All right,
not
guys.
that one.
Let's think this through. AI. Yep.
Yep, let's do that.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's good. We got
Yeah.
it.
I remember one 2K game, I got in trouble. Like my minutes were reduced on My Player because I didn't go to practice.
Oh, that's
Sounds like something you'd do.
just
But I was like, this is a video game.
Sounds like
about
something you'd do.
Yeah.
Talking about practice.
This is a video
yeah,
game.
right
I don't want
there.
to go do this. I want to go play the game.
2K's calling you like, hey Mitchell, we noticed you skipped practice.
That's what they did. Your
We're
minutes are
implementing an
reduced by
update.
10
We're gonna
minutes.
take you 10 minutes
It's like,
away.
there's only 20 minutes in the whole game.
You're right.
There's 5-minute quarters.
Should have gone to practice. You lost
Yeah.
half of them. You only got yourself to blame.
was
Would you
weird.
play the first 5 minutes in the first quarter and the last 5 in the fourth quarter?
I'd be fine with that, but that's
Yeah,
just
garbage
not. But yeah, that's the worst too. Is when you're playing and it takes you out and you're up by like 10, and then it sims the game and you're down by like 40, and you're like,
No.
fuck.
Dude, have you seen my guy's stamina levels? Like, I got this.
Yeah,
I can play all 20 minutes of the
whole
game. There's a reason I skip practice. It's to keep energy for the games.
Yes.
You guys need me.
That's good, but
Also, I feel like if I were to play basketball, I would totally be like a garbage time player.
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah. I'm 100% the garbage time guy. Like, you either down 40 or up like 20 with
Yeah.
2 minutes left. And I'm just going to run down there
Just
and just
two?
chucking threes.
2. Coach
Yeah.
only trusts you for 2.
2, that's
Going
it.
for steals.
Yeah.
Going,
No, not that.
No, you're not even doing that. You're just standing
No,
on
I'm
the
like,
other
cool,
side.
you guys run down and make the 2? All right, cool. Give me the ball. I'll shoot the 3, get the rebound, or the air ball.
Gotta have shooters out there.
That's what I'm saying, you know? Shoot your shot. I don't know if you saw it at work the other day. I crumpled up a piece of paper and just turned it and yelled, Kobe. Drained it. It was the first try.
Nailed it.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I wish I would have. I see all the ones with the dogs.
Dude, the dogs are gone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
She moved.
She's moving to Vegas. Yep, my boss is moving to Vegas. I'm working remote full time.
Okay.
So you're working from home then?
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. But I kind of miss those puppers. I was kind of looking forward to them leaving, but man, I kind of miss them.
Right.
It's a love
Yeah, I'll
hate.
give you.
Build a connection with all dogs.
Dude, I did. I've noticed since they're little puppies.
Oh, yeah.
That's the worst.
That is the worst.
Yeah, they got them when they were 8 weeks, and then they went on a cruise for like 10 days, and I was mom bear for like 10 days to these 8-week puppies.
Oh, yeah.
It was hell,
Yeah, dogs, man.
right?
Love
They're
dogs.
crazy.
Oh, they're the best. I can't do cats.
At all?
I can do cats. I don't think I could ever own a cat.
Doug used to have cats and dogs.
Yeah, we had one cat. We had 2. They both brain.
Here's the thing for me, though.
I don't really
Yeah.
remember, but
You go to get the mail, you come back, your cat's like, I'll come see you when I want to. Your dog is like, oh my god, you were gone forever. Like, yeah. Pet me something, please.
Dude,
yeah.
I must have been blessed with really good cats then.
You must have.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a couple cats that we've had because we've had a bunch that weren't great, but like Colby's awesome.
Colby's awesome, dude.
Sassy,
yeah, I
Sassy,
love
you pick Sassy up and he'd hug you.
That's nice.
Dude.
See, if I had cats like that.
Sassy was the cat, man.
Yeah,
See, I get
I
the cat.
love
this
that
cat's
thing.
like Colby's like that too.
Yeah.
I get the cats that you pick it up and it just
You're like, yeah,
goes to work on your face. Just
yeah.
Here are my claws.
Doug used to have
my world.
dogs that would nip at your fucking ankles.
Oh,
Those ones,
dude.
yeah, those ones were.
I'd have to run from the front door to over the like, what do they call those? Like the child gate,
The gate,
things
yeah.
to get up the stairs.
Those
Oh
were
my
vicious.
God.
Yeah, those things are vicious.
Yeah, you'd just be walking and they'd be like, yeah.
What kind of dogs were they?
No, they weren't that bad. They were little.
They were little. They were Karen Terriers.
Oh,
so,
Jesus.
Like the Toto dog.
Yeah.
And Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
But
Just
it was the darker one. That one kind of was.
Yeah, that one riled the other one up.
Exactly. He would just start going at you, and then the other one's like, "Oh shit, I got it. I got to join in."
all right, cool, we're doing it.
Yeah, we're all in.
Oh man, not again.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to lay here. That's good stuff.
That was my first dog. That was the one I got to choose.
Okay.
So I chose the.
Damn, it is early for you.
And I know, man. I can't even formulate words.
You're good.
But that was my dog, so I chose the Hellspawn.
I feel like any kid though that gets a dog, it just becomes like parents'
It
dog.
was, yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
100%.
It was.
Yeah, you
my
chose it,
mom-
but mom took care of it. Yeah.
We'll let you pick it, but it's between these two, and that
We-
one's out. So do you want to pick that one? All right, cool. Good choice.
Yeah, when we got Honey, it's like, oh, we'll do all of it.
Right.
Didn't do anything. Like we did maybe for like a month,
Yeah.
and then and that's generous.
Yeah.
And then it was mom's dog, and it's somewhat unfair because my mom's home to
All the
work,
time, yeah.
So it just becomes, and you can see like even though Honey was barking, like she didn't chase you down the stairs. If my
Right.
mom was home, she would have came downstairs. She just ran back upstairs and then barked in the bathroom for 10 minutes.
Dude, that
until
dog,
she
man.
calmed down.
I'm all about the beagles. I can't wait to get a beagle. Oh, I'm so excited.
It's so funny too because I think beagles are like the hardest dogs to train.
They're one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
They're very like food incentive.
They're
Like-
not easy.
Here's the crazy thing though too. I was driving into work in Forest Grove one day, and this woman is walking down the sidewalk, and there's a beagle like following her, no leash, and I'm just like,
So yeah, I just
this is not real. And then she stops, and the dog just sits right next to her.
She got the thing
she walks
unlocked.
across, and then she just like snaps her fingers and like does that little gesture, and it just comes right at her, and I'm just like,
Yeah, that's nice.
are you shitting me, man?
Wow.
Like, yeah, I've never seen that in a beagle in my life.
yeah.
Right.
I just wouldn't trust walking any dog off leash,
Dude, right? Can't do it.
no matter how good they are.
Animal
right?
instinct is going to take over at some point.
You're like, I want to go over here now.
Oh, squirrel?
And you can't
I'm gonna
fucking stop me.
Oh, I shouldn't, but I'm going for the squirrel.
Yeah.
Dogs that are that well trained that just,
Yeah, there are probably some, but
especially like German Shepherds.
Yeah.
You know,
The bomb
the
dogs.
military dogs. Those dogs.
yeah. Well, I mean, those dogs are worth like $80,000.
That's true. Yeah, right. There's a reason.
Jesus. Can't
They
do that.
do. They get purchased for like $85,000.
No.
That's crazy.
Just be a dog breeder.
James's dog, Joker. Have you ever met Joker?
have
you? Well-behaved dog, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, James
James
got
has
that
a
dog.
dog?
unlocked.
Got that.
Joker, yeah, German Shepherd.
Is it a cop dog?
It was like bred from like an older, I don't know what to call her.
Police dog? Retired dog?
She was like, but like she was a dog that bred police dogs.
Oh, so
wow.
she bred specifically for.
Yeah, but
Okay.
like she got older,
Gotcha.
and then I think it was the last litter, and these ones were meant just for
People?
like selling them. Yeah,
Gotcha.
But I believe that's true.
Were
I
they-
don't know.
So
I can't remember.
if they're
but-
normally $80,000, do these ones go for 65? Just
No,
I'm
no,
just
he
kidding.
didn't spend that much, but I'm sure he spent a pretty penny. I mean, German Shepherds aren't cheap.
Oh,
especially
no,
like
no.
purebred German Shepherds.
Yeah.
Yeah. My old bosses and my mom's best friend Sue and Steve, they have a German Shepherd, Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool dog, really nice, well behaved like that too. But he turned out to have like epilepsy.
Oh shit.
Could you imagine getting a dog
No.
and then the dog like all of a sudden starts having a seizure? You wouldn't have no idea what's happening. Right?
Dude, dogs are
'Cause I
such
didn't even
a
know that
gamble.
could happen. And I think what happens is because they're purebred, man. Purebreds just have a bunch of shit in them. Yeah, they have problems. They have bad hips and all this stuff. But he's a great dog. Joker's a great dog too. I saw Jackson for the first time like yesterday, and like first time for a long time, and he got fat. Like, damn, you fat, dude.
He got fat. Dude, all my
Yeah.
dogs got fat. Oh, no, that's not true. Norman didn't get fat, but Jordan, that was a Fucking dog, dude.
Jack, their dog got fat as fuck.
Yeah, I remember that.
And they walk the dog more than almost anyone.
I know.
Like,
Jack must know the combination to the fridge.
Yeah.
Or must have known.
no, they just fed that bitch milk bones,
That's
dude.
true. Oh, milk bones. I'll do it.
Dude,
It's full
he
milk
had,
bones.
yeah, that's all. He had like a milk bone addiction. Like, and
Needs
it
a
sounds
fix.
like a joke, but I'm being serious.
He really did.
Oh,
It was
jeez.
brutal.
Yeah, like he was like, oh fuck, yeah, I need this shit.
Mom's home. Here we go. Milk
Yeah.
bone. 10 minutes later, Dad's home. Give me that milk bone.
Yeah,
I need it.
yeah, he
Oh, Lord.
was crazy, man.
Dude, that dog.
Well, Doug, let's talk about you for a little bit.
Dougie.
Let's ask you some questions.
Hot seat.
So, for people who don't know Doug, I've known Doug for a real long time, since 5th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we first met, played basketball, 5th and 6th grade together, and then met back up freshman year.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gave Doug rides home in the car after school, high school, all the time.
Wait, when you lived just right down the street or
up
up the
Miller
hill?
Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You
You
be
lived down
walking
the
home,
street?
or you?
I didn't get my license till I was 18, so I was hitching rides for a while.
Dude, that's the way to do it.
Yeah,
It's whatever.
Did you really not? Did you not?
I didn't. I was I was driving, but
No
Yeah,
license.
I was
There it is.
I was riding dirty. Lucky.
There it is.
Oops.
Yeah, I got in trouble for that.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, I remember that night.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh man.
Cops?
Yeah,
Oh.
I was at Doug's house. What house was that?
That was it's Johnson.
Was it the Johnson house?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been because we were driving down. We were with Doug, Peyton Lish, Aaron Chase Green. I think it was just us four.
Yeah.
And then we were going to drive to my house or drive somewhere. And I just felt like driving Aaron's car. And I guess Doug had told us that her headlight was out.
Oh,
And I didn't
no.
hear. So I was just like, oh, yeah, I drive. And then we got pulled over for fucking have the headlight. And I did. And then I had my like permit or whatever. But it was a class. Took a class. That's it. Whatever.
Dude, I had to go through that class because I ran a stop sign. And I was there, focused, notes, everything, ready to go. I thought there was going to be some giant test at the end.
Yeah.
And they're just like, all right, cool, come grab your certificate. And I'm like, are you shitting me, man? I could have just slept through this whole thing. All I had to do was show up. Dude,
Yeah, I mean,
was
that's all it
so,
was.
I
the
was so
worst.
pissed.
Those classes are
So angry.
boring too.
Ugh, it was terrible.
That's why. It's just there to fucking torture your ass.
Right?
It really
You know
is.
what you did wrong.
Yeah.
Sit in this chair
here.
for 4 hours.
And they're like,
Watch these videos.
Right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. They're like goofy movie videos, too. Like, I remember that.
Made in the 70s.
And then my favorite was like the undercover cop part where like, oh, this guy on the motorcycle, let's go get him. And he just flips his lights on from an undercover car. And I'm just like, what are we doing, guys?
Dude, there are some crazy cop cars now.
Yeah,
They're-
my
yeah,
buddy in
always
Arizona,
undercover.
he sent me a picture of, or he said like, he posted this Instagram story and the caption was, they're getting smart. It was like this undercover Toyota Corolla. And it had like
Yeah.
cop lights and everything. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
see?
right?
Coming for you.
I know. Little Toyota Corolla?
That's when you know, like, all they want to do is give you a ticket.
Yeah, quotas.
Yeah,
I don't think that there are in most counties, though, quotas.
I think so.
I have no idea.
I've talked to enough people.
It does seem like at the end of every month, though, there's people getting pulled over left and right. So
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've
Maybe
talked
that's
to,
just
I've talked to a bunch of people
what we
who
want
are
to see.
cops,
but-
Yeah.
and I feel like one person would be like, yeah, they're fucking quotas. Like, if I was a cop and someone asked me, I'd be like, and it was true, but yeah. Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Because, I mean, all tickets do generally are just bringing money to the state, right?
It's fair.
Yeah.
So then are
Well,
we
like,
are we
even-
selfish for not getting tickets and not supporting our state?
No, fuck that,
They got
dude.
enough taxes, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, they take their money from my paycheck.
I
You
know, I know.
Dude,
And they got it.
they move, well, for instance, whenever you buy like a can of soda, deposit on that goes to the state unless it's turned in. In like 2012, there was like $140 million of unreturned cans.
Wow.
That's a fucking lot of cans.
That is.
So then I go, where'd they go?
Where are those cans?
Yeah,
right.
where'd they go? And then all that money just went back. I think it like funded some fucking person's political campaign or some ass thing.
So I'm gonna start returning cans.
Yeah, that's why I was doing it. But then, like, all the places, they actually set it up to where you can't return all your fucking cans at once.
I know they set a limit now.
They set a limit of like $7 or
Yeah.
It's like
14
$14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
They have like bottle drops, so you can just
Bottle drops are cool, but they take a percentage of that too,
They do
don't
take
they?
a percent.
Yeah.
That's the thing, the fees, but you don't have to do any work and
It's true.
sticky hands or whatever.
Dude, and then
Yeah.
just one at a time. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
so boring. Except they have the new can rotating one. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, and then
But
when they break down, it takes
Dude,
like
this
15
is so funny.
minutes for
Yep.
someone to come out. It's like, where is the guy working this? Like,
I remember too, as at Aloha for baseball fundraising one year, like we got the approval from Thriftway to like just forego the $14 rule, and we just came in with carts on carts on carts of cans. I think we spent like close to 10 hours there just returning cans. It was
God
a
damn.
nightmare.
that's crazy.
I literally was just like,
oh, it'd be
It's
so
a
boring.
zombie.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
zombie day.
like-
Hey, when you guys woke up, did you guys think you can returning?
Yeah, right.
no.
That's where the day's taken.
Yeah,
that's where it
100%.
is.
Welcome to
Doug,
Sunday.
this is what happens when you're functioning before 10.
Yeah.
Right, that's
This is it.
Weird stuff.
Your synapses are just going and firing. Cans. All right, cool.
That's what we do in Oregon here.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
Just talk
'Cause
about
we're like,
recycling cans.
we're one of like only a couple states
I
though
think it's
that
like
have
6
like
or
a
7
deposit
or something, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's up to 10 cents.
10 fucking cents. Yeah.
Germany,
it is.
though, their plastic water bottles, they're like 25 cents.
Really?
And like their beer glass bottles are like 8 cents or something like that.
In Germany, do they do the same shit where they, when you go to get water at a restaurant, it's all fucking sparkling water?
Yep.
You gotta ask for still?
ask for still water. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
You're like-
gas.
Yeah.
Water
That's
with gas. It's
psycho.
awful. It hurts
Yeah,
my
it's
stomach.
weird.
I'm
Never.
like, I don't need that.
Yeah. I wonder why they do it, because Amsterdam did the same thing. So
Why does my
It's-
water come in a bottle? Just
And all the basketball players, like, they're drinking this stuff during the game. I'm like, doesn't that hurt your stomach? How do you play on that?
I hate
like
it.
Soda.
God.
do you not like it normally too?
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I can't drink it, yeah.
normally. It's
sparkling
just,
water?
Yeah.
Like what? Like
It's
Perrier
ass.
and all
Just
that?
I
anything.
just don't get why. Like,
I mean,
do you really need that bite to it? Like, it's water.
wakes me up in the morning, gets me tough.
It could.
I hate
maybe
it.
there's something to it.
Real man drinks this first thing in the morning.
Do you like it?
No, I don't think I've ever really. I think I've had like a couple sips. I'm just like,
It just tastes like asshole.
Yeah,
Why not
it's
drink
like-
soda if you're gonna drink something.
It's
that
basically-
carbonated?
Yeah.
flat soda tastes better than sparkling water.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I'm like, you can go like real flat soda, and I'll still take it over sparkling
Yeah, I
water.
hate it too.
Because it's just like,
But that's
I
what
don't
they do.
know.
They just drop it off like that's the shit you wanted.
It's like carbonated cardboard.
Right.
You're just like, this is not good.
Yeah, it's garbage.
Nope, I hear.
It's cheap though.
Tell us more, Dougie.
Doug,
What
well,
happened
It's
after Aloha?
Doug went to Warren Pacific.
Warner Pacific, played basketball there for 4 years. Some good times there. We
Yeah.
won 2 Cascade Conference championships.
Okay.
Yeah, we were pretty good.
What it was NAIA Division
NAIA Division 2.
Division 2.
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can still offer scholarships, just not nearly as much.
Yeah. Right.
But it's cool. I mean, there's still like D1 guys
Mm-hmm.
coming down, like Northwest Christian down in Eugene. They got Austin Kemper. I
Yeah.
remember playing him from Westview. He was at University of Oregon, but transferred then to Northwest Christian, and then they had a guy from like Montana State.
Do you think people change because it's like it's an easier program? It's not as much of a job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is easier than the D1 level for sure.
What was
was
the playing time too, though?
And playing time,
Like
absolutely.
that's- 'cause I mean-
I mean, he probably wasn't getting any burn at Oregon, but
'Cause
then
that was-
he went there and was
Yeah,
Playing every day, yeah.
that was
Yeah.
the big thing I heard too. Is like some of the guys that I played with at Clack, when they went on to like other programs, like they went. I had one guy who he had an offer, like a partial offer from Oregon,
Okay.
then a full ride offer to USF,
Right.
and he took the full ride to USF because it was more playing time and like a full ride. You can't say no to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Well,
It's a good.
what was the biggest difference from high school ball to college ball in terms of not necessarily skill? Because obviously, I think that's
Sure.
speaks for
like
itself.
that's obvious, right?
Yeah.
But like in terms of practice or in terms of like the dichotomy between the school and the sport or any of that stuff, like
Like, it
It
becomes
was weird at Warner for like that in the school because basketball at Warner is like men's basketball specifically has kind of been the best thing.
The
there.
sport?
the
Yeah,
sport,
gotcha.
you know.
because we didn't have that at law. No one gave a fuck about us.
No one gave a shit about us. But
I
like,
did, guys.
No,
I
no.
brought a small crew.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank
but,
you.
Yes, I.
But compared to like,
No, I hear you.
Oh yeah, the other schools.
Yeah.
We weren't getting anybody. especially for how big our gym was too. Like,
Right.
It just
Yeah.
felt empty.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god.
We did have a big gym.
We did. Yeah.
You want to talk about empty, man? You got like 12 people. That was on a poppin' day at the baseball game.
It's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Baseball's just long to sit through, man.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
Yeah.
And almost all high school stadium stuff is still behind the home base.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's not fun to watch.
No.
Yeah, they
Can't
don't
see
do it
shit.
very well.
Right.
Yeah, they need to have a better seating
Yep.
for games.
But
Make it more of a spectacle.
I think they
Yeah.
slapped a bleacher or a set of bleachers down the left field line.
just something. Yeah.
Right.
You had to get fucking wrecked by that foul ball.
I want to catch a home run. You know, that'd be cool.
mean,
Isn't
yeah.
that part of the fun? You know, like
Dude, that was the other thing where the softball field, what do they call it?
Softball field,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where it was?
Trust yourself. You got this.
Where everyone had to park? I was
Yeah.
like, fuck that, dude.
Nope.
I ain't going to any game over there.
Nope. If I did,
Just hit
I would just
every car.
Yeah, I would just walk down from
that's
like the
I think
cement
Kirsten
blacktop.
said something because Kirsten played softball for a bit, and she said someone's car got hit. And I was just like, whoa.
Shocking.
Like, does the school pay for that shit?
No.
They're like, no. I'm like, what?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. No, that's
Like, put a
Signs,
net
do
up.
not park
at your own
here,
risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like put a net up.
Or that. Yeah.
Or something. Cars are just getting smashed. And then I was like, well, you're an idiot for even parking over there then.
right.
Because it's like right there.
Yeah, why?
They just don't. People are like, girls won't hit the home run.
A lot of girls hit home runs.
They
in
do.
softball.
I would try
Yeah.
to hit. I would try to hit a car.
Right?
and park
That's
there,
actually
like,
once, like, it sounds bad, but it's one female sport that I actually do enjoy watching.
Dude, softball is so fun to watch.
Yeah. One,
It's
I don't
so
understand how
great.
the fuck they throw the ball so fast underhand.
Man, yeah, that's tough.
Well, not even that. Like they have like 9 different pitches that they do.
Right.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Wow.
How many?
Like, dude, they have so many pitches.
Oh, really?
They have like rise balls, drop balls,
I'm
like
so ignorant to that.
sliders,
Then.
all that shit.
I just think they
change-ups.
just whip their arm, like
No,
Donkey
dude.
Kong from Super Smash Bros. And they let go. yeah.
No. But yeah, dude, it's wild. Like,
I really like going
oh, that's super fun.
or
to
watching
go.
it, like when they do the like World Series.
Little
what
League
do they
World
call
Series?
it? Little World
Series.
But they also do like tournament stuff, don't they? I thought college.
Oh, college
stuff
is
does
College is tournaments. Yeah. They have
that's
tournaments
fun to
like
watch.
the NCAA
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called, but
Softball.
I think it is.
I assume. Yeah,
Yeah.
Olympics
'Cause
are
that
always so
Jenny-
hard because they put them
What
in.
was her name?
What?
The Jenny.
Jenny Finch?
Jenny Finch. Yes. She's,
I'm still Jenny from the block.
Yeah,
Used to have a
yeah.
little, now I got a lot.
What the fuck?
It was a moment.
I have no
Just
idea
had
what
a
you're just talking
moment.
about.
It's
Athlete.
Jenny Finch. She's a crazy good softball pitcher. She struck
Okay.
out a bunch of like MLB dudes. She basically,
Oh, really?
she
Underhand?
played.
she's
Yeah.
like the face of
She
softball.
played in the Olympics, all that jazz, and then she did this thing where she's like, yeah, I'm gonna be pitching if you want to try to hit it. Like, this is where I'll be. And a bunch of guys came out, major league dudes, Joe
Couldn't hit that
Schmoes.
shit.
I think there was like one guy who touched it.
Yeah, I wonder
yeah.
how much of like an adjustment that is too, just because of like how the pitch comes in over someone when they're used to like coming this way, now it's this way, so it's just different.
Not
You know?
only that, but like you're way closer too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, so like
Yeah, the
pitchers
distance
like
between-
in baseball, you're 60 feet 6 inches, and it's a lot shorter in softball.
yeah.
So
I wonder like how fast do they throw, girls?
oh, see that one I don't know. I don't know.
I bet they throw that bitch like 70 miles an hour.
Right.
It's probably like I think it's 70, but I don't know what the equivalent is in
That
baseball.
big ball too. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like what the equivalent would be because
Like in-
of how cool, you know. All
like
that
in
shit.
Little League, they're like, oh, this kid's throwing it like 70 miles an hour, but in Major League, it's really like 54, like 60 something.
Yeah.
So
What if they switch softball to like a real baseball? How much do you think that would affect?
Dude, I think it would fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
oh, big time, yeah, because like they're used to gripping it like this. Now you go to something smaller like that, where your fingers come into play more.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's like that release. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be interesting though.
And it wouldn't be softball.
Softballs
where's
are
the-
not soft.
Right. They
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
not.
like
really-
let's get that out right now. Like
Yeah.
softballs, there's
They hurt.
nothing. They
They're
hurt
huge.
a lot.
Yeah. Where's the next Olympics?
That's a good question.
Does anyone know?
I'll find out.
Gotta Google.
I'm on it right now.
Probably like Canada or something. No,
It
it's
might be in America.
where was it? No, there's no way.
don't think so?
Where was the last one? China? No, that was like
It's in
12 years ago, I think.
Not Atlanta. I was gonna say Atlanta, but I don't think that's right.
Tokyo,
Tokyo. Yeah.
2020.
Not
Where
right.
was 2016?
Where was it? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with this?
It was in Rio.
That was 2016.
Then it was in
Jeez.
London in 2012.
And
Yeah,
It was
see,
in
thi-
Beijing in
this
08.
This is the that's the hardest part though. This is gonna
Athens
be
in
Tokyo.
2004.
So like
Sydney in 2000.
shit's going on like at night for us. Like during, you know, like, oh, I want to watch basketball shit, or oh, I want to watch
Atlanta
whatever.
in '96.
Atlanta.
Barcelona,
I've been to
92.
Atlanta one time, and it is not tight.
That's all I got.
I know Portland needs to. What are we gonna have to do to get some?
Well, we got to compete with
Events.
LA
Anything,
first
dude.
off. So
Right.
Well, in Seattle.
I want an all-star game, basketball all-star game.
That'd be cool.
That's one of my-
I never understood like the big reason for not, other than space.
I think it's
Spe-
our
we-
like
I don't think
our
we're big enough.
ritzy hotels. We don't have enough like nice hotels.
hey,
to accommodate
Nike,
that
build some hotels.
influx of
Just saying.
Yeah,
money
you would
and
think that they
people.
would, right?
I mean, you would think that Nike would be all over that.
Yeah.
Just bring all their
I mean,
athletes
not just
to like one
not
spot.
just Nike.
No, I know.
Adidas is here.
Yeah.
Reebok is here.
Under Armour's here.
Under Armour, Columbia, like
Doesn't make any
a
sense.
bunch of headquarters are here. So,
Yep.
and not only that, I always talk about this. Like we have the most microbreweries per capita.
We got a lot of
We have
Yep.
the most strip clubs per capita.
Yep.
So, like in terms of a professional athlete,
Maybe that's why
you're
they're
gonna
not
get
bringing
good
them here.
booze. You're gonna get like good strip clubs.
Maybe that's why they're not. Yeah, like
good strip clubs.
weed is legal here
Hey, if you have the
We
most,
got a lot of strip clubs.
if you have the
but-
most
per capita.
chances are you're gonna have some good ones.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't speak.
I can't speak to the quality
I've
of our
only ever
strip
been
clubs
to
either.
one.
Been to a couple, but
You're a Jiggles guy, aren't you?
No, I don't even know. Jesse drug us to it.
Where was
Or
it?
do you guys go like the Golden Dragon or something?
No, it was
Funny, a lot
probably
of kids
something.
from CCC went there.
It was probably
It's cheap,
something
it's-
like that.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Jesse walked in, saw a girl,
Sorry, people
because
listening.
we were already drunk. We were at like Jones and like Barrel Room.
Okay, so you were downtown, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then he was like, "We're going to strip club," and this was with it was like me, Jesse. I remember Michael Tyner being there, Brianna Weibel, like people, and, like
People on
also
blast.
she was.
Yep.
Who went to the strip club?
Yeah, I don't care.
Just-
If they're upset about it, they can.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. We went and Jesse was like, talk to this, like instantly, right when we got in, he was like, he asked, he was like, I think she said like $30 for 2 songs. Like, how about 20? She's like, okay. That's what it was. And then he just fucking disappeared.
Oh my god, it's incredible.
Oh, and then we went, I think it was the same place. After it was done, he was like, tell him it's my birthday. And he like went and sat on like the main floor, whatever, next on like one big chair. He's like, every time he's like, tell him it's my birthday. We're like, no. And he got so mad at us because we wouldn't do it. He's like, dude.
That's incredible.
Like you guys are
Fearless.
stupid.
Fearless.
I don't know. He really likes it, and then you can almost you can always bet that if we go downtown with Jesse, he gets drunk, we'll end up at a strip club.
That's amazing.
I've heard enough stories. It's only
That's
happened to
fair.
me one time
It's
though.
like Barney from How I Met Your Mother.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I love that show. I'm watching it through all the way for the first time right now, and it's
I really
was
like it
watching it
too.
this
It's so corny. I love it.
it's
It
super
really
corny.
is, but
It's so good though.
So good.
That was one show. That was one show that I got caught up by, like before the end. So then I watched it like actually end. And I didn't mind the end, man. Did you finish the end?
I
ever seen
know
it?
how it ends. I haven't finished it yet.
I didn't mind it. I felt like there could have been some better stuff with his actual girl.
Yeah, I didn't feel like there was enough on that.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know
And it-
who the actual mother was,
Okay.
but I know who like the mother is, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So
No.
like,
No, I'm kind of lost.
Well,
I'm trying to form it.
so I know what
They're the same
happened.
person,
I
dude.
well, no, I know, but like I know who. That's true. I know what happens to the mother,
Okay.
but I don't know who the mother is.
Okay.
Okay.
So
That's fair.
Right, so you've never seen her face.
exactly.
Yeah,
So you guys
she's
can
cutie,
talk
man.
away.
She is.
But
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of weird how they introduced her, like, kind of in the beginning. You know, they kind of here she is.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then told the
they-
story instead of like, I don't know. I guess they've been telling the story the whole series. So
Yeah.
that's not.
Well, it was kind of like under a guise, right? Like it was about one person, but they made you think it was about this person, but it was always about that person.
That's true. Robin.
I don't want to say too much.
Right.
I don't want to ruin it for him.
Just kidding. No, I knew that part. I knew that part.
So yeah, it was the show introduces the first episode introduces Robin as like his main love interest, but then obviously throughout the series it's on and off and serious
Right.
and not serious, and then it introduces like the actual mom, and it goes through her storyline very quickly. And if we had like a whole series where we really got to know her, I think it would have made what happened to her really made you really sad. However, what they did really good, and if you've only watched the series one time, is you didn't catch certain stuff. Like there's a show, or there's an episode in season 8 called like The Time Travelers, and he
Getting worried right now.
why
Spoilers.
All right, that's true.
It just breaks down. It makes what happens way more impactful because of what you know when the series ends.
Sure.
You go, that's why it's this way. And you're like, damn, that's fucking heavy. Yeah, and there's a lot of shit like that. So when you go back and watch some of the episodes, you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
It makes you care more, but there was still a lot because we got to know Marshall and Lily and Robin and Barney and everyone to where at the end when we got some resolution for Barney and things like that, like you really cared because you knew Barney from being a fucking asshole.
Right.
Like Barney might be one of the worst human beings anyone has ever met.
But I love his character.
It's so great.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy
bad,
how
but
shows
so
can do that. Did you guys watch the show You?
Yeah.
I did not see that.
Dude,
Yeah.
One,
Dude,
you should watch it. It's on Netflix. It's really cool.
It's a quick watch.
And it's quick, yeah. But the whole time
real
you're
good.
like, why do I like this dude?
100%.
This dude is so bad, but I really enjoy. I like this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. It makes me feel like maybe I'm also bad.
Right? I'm a terrible person.
Yeah.
Like, I relate
It's
to
scary.
so much of this.
Did you guys watch?
God,
you guys
what
watch
does it say about
Lost
me?
a little bit? It's
No.
like Sawyer.
Didn't watch any Lost.
Yeah,
It's like,
he's
why do
kind
I
of
like
an
this
ass,
dude? But like, he has like redemption arcs, but then he goes and does something, and you're like, dude.
what are you doing?
That's how I felt about Walter the whole time. I'm like, bro, use your words.
Dude,
Don't
I'm
be so
excited.
mad at
I'm
people.
excited for the second season of You, though.
Oh yeah,
It's gonna be interesting.
I'm really excited. It comes out in December.
Yeah.
So originally it aired on Lifetime, and it did terribly.
Lifetime, huh? Well,
Yeah.
that's probably why.
It's probably why it was Lifetime, but that's
Yeah.
where it originally aired, and it did so bad.
That is not a Lifetime show.
Okay.
No, yeah.
And
it's
meanwhile,
not.
Lifetime's like, oh my god, we dropped the ball so hard on this one.
Yeah, and then it came on Netflix, and you know what happens is people can binge through it, and that's how it goes. Let me know what you guys think. I always think that binging stuff actually kind of ruins it.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you.
You think it does?
No way, yeah.
Because most people do really love binging it.
So what
I
I'll
mean,
do
I
is
do.
like,
That's what I do. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I enjoy.
it's
enjoy
over,
having.
just like that. It's cool.
I like having access to all the episodes, so I can watch it on my time. But like on Breaking Bad, like 'cause I had access to every episode, but once it started to get like good and I got really sucked in, I would stop and like
Yeah, I didn't
try
stop.
to take some time and like go do something, figure it out, let it like settle and digest it for a little bit.
Yeah,
instead
I
of
didn't
just, like,
stop. I just, like,
next. Yeah.
But that's what I loved about... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I think that's the thing with binging. You know, you watch it once and then you kind of have to watch it a second time just to get all those like details
Right.
and those fillers. And you're like, wow, I didn't even notice this stuff
100%,
was in
yeah.
there. You know.
Yeah, and not only that, but you had no time to theory craft. So
Yeah.
there's no...
Right.
Like, you don't get to actually pretend to solve it.
Right.
Or be like, oh, what's going on? That's what I loved about Lost and Game of Thrones. Was while I was watching it, I'd be like, well, this could happen.
Right.
This is why that won't happen. And it never turned out the way that I thought it should. But, yeah, like, that's why I really liked... I think that's why I didn't like Breaking Bad as much. Was
Right.
one, because I didn't get the theory craft, and two, I didn't think that it was as theory craftable as some of the other shows. It was kind of straightforward.
It was pretty straightforward, yeah. But I mean, too, it comes down to restraint.
Some
You
of the
can
stuff
walk
you're
away
like,
from
oh,
the TV.
Fuck! That happened?
Right.
Like, damn!
That's
No, for
probably
sure.
like Prison Break and stuff like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Prison
You can,
Break
like,
is
you can-
so good.
Yeah, because you watch Prison Break and
Dude.
like one of the episodes, you're like, oh, they are so fucked.
Right.
And then Michael Schofield's like, I'm a genius. And I figure it
Nailed
out.
it.
And you're like, oh, damn. It was really good. I love season 1, season 2. Season 3 goes a little downhill. Season 4, really conspiracy theory.
Sure.
Season 4 is the one in LA, right?
It's the one where they're like trying to take down the fucking whole government, bro.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay, yeah.
series in general. It just the longer they go on, it just seems like the worst.
Did you watch the?
Some, yeah, for sure.
yeah,
most, yeah.
most. Some
it also
do it.
depends on what happens. This Prison Break and Lost both get hit by the writer's strike.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad did not, and you can tell that.
Yeah.
You really can.
Did you-
Because at one time you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Did you watch the like
Heroes?
the revamped one of Prison Break?
When they're in like Jordan,
Yeah.
when like Michael Schofield's like doesn't know who he is and he's
Yeah.
in fucking a terrorist camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I didn't watch that.
I watched some of it, but
I think I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. I was just like, nope, can't do it.
yeah, I mean
It's just a terrorist
the beauty of
camp.
the
Yeah, dude, it was-
there
wow,
was
yeah,
going to be
it was.
there was going to be a spin-off of Prison Break for the girls that ended up being in prison.
Yeah, I heard about that, but
Interesting. These spin-offs.
So it's so funny though when you really think about it. It would have been the Orange Is the New Black before Orange Is the New Black, which is, by the way, is a fucking terrible show.
never watched it.
I watched like the first season. That was not my cup of tea.
Never
Yeah,
watched
it's
it.
bad. It wasn't good.
There's only one prison show for me, and that's Sons of Anarchy. Just kidding, no Prison Break, but Sons of Anarchy is great
Are
too.
they in prison in Sons of
They
Anarchy?
spend a lot of time in prison, actually. Yeah.
Interesting.
Where the prison comes into play quite
I mean,
a bit.
I know they did a bunch of illegal shit in that show, but
It usually involves the cops. It usually involves going to jail.
yeah, usually,
enough.
typically.
Typically.
Sometimes people just get away with shit.
That's true.
I watch I've been watching TV with my sister, and she watches like those real jail shows with like the actual men and women in jail, and it's just like, oh
dude.
my lord.
Yeah, what is it? There's like the one where there's been like 90 days in there. What's that one called?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
90 days probably.
No,
They're pretty on the nose with these shows.
No, they are pretty on the nose. But it's like they try to break these kids, and some of these kids walked in like all
Scared
hard.
straight.
Yeah,
shit.
scared straight, dude.
And
That show is
beyond scared straight. That's what it was. Yeah. And dude, I remember watching this one episode in college. This guy was walking in, like acting all hard and shit, and like cops were trying to tell him stuff, and he just didn't care, wasn't paying attention. And then this like tweaker dude comes in. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna make you my girlfriend." And,
yeah.
And this dude's like, "All right, I want out of here." Like, no, and the cop's like, "Sorry."
But
There's
man.
one episode of because most of the time
crazy,
during
man.
Scared Straight they take him to like a jail.
Right.
There's one episode that aired uncensored where they took him to a full maximum penitentiary.
Oh my god, dude!
And these kids were like, they're obviously bad kids, but they're like stabbing people and shit, and they're like gangbangers and stuff like that. But then you go to
Max,
like Max Penitentiary, where like
the worst.
there's
of the
like
worst.
there's like a scene where it's like the first person, it's like this person is in prison for killing 6 people and is on a double life sentence, and that's who they're talking to.
Right.
And they're like, like one guy comes up and he's like, hold my pocket, and they have to like all the kids have to go and like hold his pocket, and the whole time he's just talking shit to him.
What's up, Teabag?
I'm gonna make you.
That's Teabag.
Yeah, it would
Theodore
literally
Bagwell.
be him.
What's up? Yeah,
He's fucking
my
scary.
God. Dude.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Gross.
that's terrifying.
Yeah,
don't go to jail.
Yeah.
that's like a dream that I have, reoccurring dream, is where like I do something really simple, but it's again trouble, like I'm driving, I'm just speeding, and instead of pulling over, I run, and then I always get caught, and then I'm in prison.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare for sure.
Yeah, and then I wake up and I'm like, thank fuck.
You're right.
If something ever happened, it never would, because I'd never put myself in that situation, but if for some reason I ended up in prison, I would kill myself in 10 seconds flat.
Wow.
Killing yourself.
Dude, I would.
No, that's you're getting heavy here. Oh man.
So
I don't
we're
know if I
driving.
got-
I'll live.
I don't know. That's yeah. Well, like you mean life? Like if you're getting life?
Yeah, you're just in there for fucking
If you're,
Oh,
in
if
there
you're getting
forever,
life?
like 20 years. I ain't living 20 years. Either
20
bad
years?
things are gonna happen to me, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different.
I'm just gonna try to
Prison
keep
is a
myself
place
out
where
of
you have
prison.
to like
I'm just
go
gonna
to the
not
top
think
dog.
about that
Yeah,
scenario.
100%.
You'd have to like go to the top dog and just take your fucking PB and J and just mush it in his fucking face so you don't get in trouble. But then he's gonna kill you anyway.
Yeah, so it's like
You're gonna
it's
get-
one
you
of two
have
things
to act
happens.
hard.
You're the new top
Shamed.
dog, or your problem
No, I'm
solved.
dead
And-
for sure, dude.
Did you guys ever seen the movie The New Guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the fucking
So when you say the top
yeah.
dog thing, it's just brought back the scene where he was like spent probably 10 minutes trying to get somebody to watch him kicking the top dog's ass.
That dude's in Breaking Bad, by the way,
Yeah,
for a little bit.
Yep.
He was in Lost too.
sure was. Pretty solid little
I don't remember his name, but he is a weird looking dude.
He is. But dude, I love The New Guy. That movie is one of my favorite movies.
That's so old, man.
It's stupid old.
Yeah.
I think Tony Hawk was in it. That's how old it is.
I love all those movies.
I love
Right?
Tony Hawk.
Early 2000s, mid
Right?
2000s.
Oh, it's the best.
Great.
We talked about that, how like between 2004 and 2012
2008,
yeah, was like the golden age for shit, because you could do whatever you wanted without like outrage.
There was no PC stuff really.
That's true.
You know.
Like because people knew that shit was a joke.
Yeah, you can push the envelope a little bit.
You can't get away with anything nowadays.
Yeah, I really, what movie I really want to watch is, I think it's called Good Boys, with the kids. The kids are like,
Oh, yeah, where they're going to like the kissing party or whatever.
yeah, and they're doing
Yeah.
a bunch of shit.
Dude, I saw the Red Band trailer for that, and this dude's like swinging like anal beads around like they're nunchucks, and he hits himself in the nose. He goes, "Oh, these smell like shit."
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's the best.
It looked funny,
It
man.
looked hilarious.
It kind of looked like the kids were supposed to be younger versions of like
Superbad?
of like Superbad, like like a younger version of Craig Robinson, and younger, like I don't think that they acted that way, but it kind of made me feel like that.
Sure.
A little Danny McBride action in there too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that.
Well, let's go, because we got on this fucking huge ass tangent of shit.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Dougie real quick.
Yeah,
This is gonna happen a lot, probably.
it is.
So the biggest difference between basketball at Aloha versus basketball at Warner.
Oh man, how did we even
Yeah, I know.
get to
Right?
that?
I was thinking that. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That's what happens.
Oh geez. Oh, biggest difference between high school and college. Like just like
It literally spawned from sparkling water, by the way.
It really did. 100%.
Well, I mean,
it totally
like
did.
you're talking about like the actual basketball, like the
yeah, not school wise.
Okay.
Yeah, not school wise.
Because like
fuck school.
Well, did you feel like school was like you were under more pressure to do certain shit in school, or was it like you're here to play basketball? Fucking figure school out, but you're here to play basketball.
No, I mean school was definitely first. I mean, our coach was good at instilling.
Was it first or was it first?
No, it was first. It really was. I mean, I actually got probably better grades in college than I did in high school. So it was definitely. I mean, we had study halls and shit like that.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
we didn't do much of that for football did, but we didn't.
So we ended up spending a lot of time together as a team, just because we had more time, I guess.
Yeah.
So, like in between classes, we were always hanging out in like the cafeteria. So that's a big difference. Like the teammate chemistry, we were just always together. So that's a big difference. I mean, we kind of were in high school, after school, but during school we had to go to school. And it was just that.
Well, you're living on your own, so like there's like that one apartment to hang out or house. Exactly.
Yeah, but we were really good about hanging out with people, especially with Doug's house, because we could do pretty much whatever we wanted. But I think the biggest difference is when you're doing study hall, you're doing it in the mind of like, this is for basketball, so that's what you're talking about.
Right.
Like we did fucking whatever, we did stupid shit at Doug's house. We got broom handles and started beating the shit out of each other with them. That's what we did.
Right.
I mean, even in even taking trips, like we took way more trips in college, like and that just bus rides and staying in hotels. It's a little
that shit. Yeah. We did that for camp.
Right, we did
summer.
it for camp. Yeah, if we were lucky. And,
yeah.
But that's a big. I mean, and then in terms of basketball, just the speed of the game. I mean,
right.
I mean, it was just so much.
Is it longer? The court's longer, right?
The court's it's about the same, but it's
a smidget longer.
Yeah, it's a little bit longer. College basketball is weird to me with the 20-minute halves. You know, I feel like it goes quicker.
Yeah.
Than high school 8-minute quarters, just because I don't know. I like the breaks in the game.
Right.
It's that's why it's faster in college, and I think. Even like you look at D1 and NBA, that's the big difference is going from those 20-minute halves.
to like 12-minute quarters.
12-minute quarters. It's just a different speed of the game. You know, you have to
you gotta, like,
adjust how you play according to like the minutes.
Why do they do that?
It's weird. I don't know. Like, why would they change it?
That's such a weird thing because it's not like in high school for baseball. It's like, oh, we're gonna do 6 innings.
Right.
And it's 6 outs. You know, like they don't do that shit.
Well, yeah. I mean, the biggest change from like college, well, depending where you play college baseball, even high school baseball. If you go straight to the pros, it's learning how to hit with a wood bat versus metal.
Yeah.
Because there is a wrong way. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, you know, but like that.
No, I get what you're saying.
Rule changing from metal to that makes sense.
Right.
It does make sense because they would crank that ball all
true.
day,
kill people.
Yeah,
for sure. I've always wanted to see pros take a home run derby with aluminum bats, though, just to see how far out they could park them.
Yeah, they'd just be.
It'd be like the Mark McGwire super bat.
Yeah, it would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, this year was crushing them. Man.
Yeah.
The wooden bat.
Yeah. So like I get that rule, but like for also for basketball, like 1-and-1 for getting fouled. So once you're in the bonus, or there's a first bonus where you shoot 1. If you make it, you get another shot. If you don't, then it's free game. Pros don't like that shit.
Yeah,
if you're in the bonus,
give them 2.
You just get 2 shots.
Right.
So it's like that's a different thing.
Ignorant.
You guys had shot clock though. All college does, I think.
35
seconds.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Which is but that makes some sense to lower it.
Did you guys not have a shot clock at Aloha?
No.
In high school?
Oregon basketball didn't have it.
Oh, that's dope.
Washington did.
So you guys could have just thrown the ball around
that was
the whole game?
It was a good and bad part about Oregon basketball.
Right.
I think it was bad because if you were down by 3 points, they would just run the fucking clock.
Dude, so garbage time, I could make it. I could make it in garbage time. Just keep throwing the ball around. Hell yeah.
Yeah, but like then it made it so that you kind of stopped playing basketball.
Right.
If you were up by a small amount of points, you're just away. That's all it was.
That makes
sense.
That's what makes the NBA so great is you can come back late in the game because of the shot clock. People still have to run their regular offense, even though they're up 10. You know, and that
it's funny you say
it's hard to do
because like
tighten up and don't run things. So
me and a few friends had this conversation about like football, basketball, baseball, and like we all agreed that like baseball is the only sport where you can't like take a player out of it per se. Like everybody gets their chance. Like you can walk him That's fine. But then this guy gets a chance with him on there. So like, it's a big numbers game. But still, everybody gets their chance.
I think that would probably be the most equivalent way for taking somebody out. Oh, this guy's good at hitting home runs. Walk him.
Right.
Haha, bitch.
Right.
Yeah. And that's about all you can do.
It's funny. There are these stories all the time, though. You hear about, like, it was the St. Louis pitcher a couple years back. There was a runner on second and third, or first and second, some shit like that. Big stud guy came up to plate. Pitcher was after him, so they walked him to get to the pitcher. Pitcher just pops a grand slam. That's it. See you later. Has to leave the game because he hurt his back swinging so hard. But, he really did, yeah. But, yeah, so, dude, it's wild. Like, you hear about that shit all the time.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So, then you went from playing... Did you play 3 years at Warner?
4 years.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah,
4 years at Warner.
got to play as a freshman.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
That's
I kind of wish I would have redshirted just to have that year under my belt because my sophomore year I made a pretty big jump athletically. So, I mean, I don't...
Do you think that's where you boosted the most in your life? Because when I met you, you weren't that tall and you were chubby.
Yeah, I've been kind of clunky. Even in high school, I was kind of not the most athletic. And
No, you weren't that bad.
No,
I mean, I wasn't that bad.
You weren't the most
I was
athletic,
pretty heavy-footed, though, you know.
You still had some athleticism, do you?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
You weren't...
I mean, but like in college, I really, I got in better shape. I mean, I was running more. And that,
Why do you think that happened? Like, why do you think that? Because... Like,
well, we were forced to. We had to run quite a bit.
Sure, but in your head, like, did something change mentally where you're like, okay, like, I'm in high school now. It's different than... Or I'm in college now, or I'm in, you know... Was there, like, more of a want? Because you've always been competitive. Even when we were playing 2-on-2 at Devin's house, you're like, I want to fucking win the game.
I know, I'm way too competitive. I'll win board games. I'll get mad at board games.
Love it.
Oh, geez. It's probably conditioning my freshman year.
Okay.
And, like, it was just some of the hardest stuff I've ever had to do. And
Right.
I had this older teammate, Biniam, who had been there for, like, 4 years and been through the ringer, and he was just telling me how much it took to, like, even play at the NAI level.
Right.
And, like,
Well,
It's fun. It's funny because, like, at Aloha or, like, the high schools, like, you have, you know, like, you only have a limited pool of, like, kids to go through. So, like, if you have a couple kids
Of
that are,
good
like...
kids, yeah.
Well, yeah, but even then, too, sometimes you just need warm bodies. But then once you get to, like... For me, at least, like, my experience is once I got to, like, that junior college level, it was, you know... They brought these people here. So, like, you know...
We had people
we'll boot
who...
you, no problem.
We had people who could have played, but
Absolutely.
there's just that kind of favoritism.
Right.
You know... No one who was on our team shouldn't have been on the team.
Right.
But there could have been people who could have replaced them, and it would have been almost no different.
Right. But I think speaking to the question that you asked, Doug, like, if you're asking me that, I would say that, like, it's not just an easy ride because there's nobody else to fill it. Like, they can replace me, no problem. Right.
Yeah,
it's
there's
kind of like
a huge high school pool.
I want the option to choose, like, all right, cool. I either want to play or I don't, but I don't want you to tell me that I can't play.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of got lucky because I was going to be off the bench. I mean, behind this junior, like a 6'7" guy from Alaska Anchorage, a D2 school. And I mean, I came off the bench the first game. I scored like 2 points my first college game, and I was super nervous. You know, like shaking when. Yeah. You know, it was weird. It was just weird. I've never really been that nervous for a game. But then, second game in, he ended up breaking his wrist. Oh. And I just kind of forced me just to.
So you're like, cool.
Just to, and I mean, I think it was good not to redshirt because I think I did get all that experience in that first year because I actually played.
Well, the fight or flight kind of thing. Like, you're either going to do it or you're not.
Forced to. And my competing nature, I'm not going to back down from it. So I'm just going to take the challenge head on, and
dude, that's
it
how
worked
I felt.
out. Yeah, I mean,
that's how I felt fighting for the first time. I was so fucking nervous, bro.
Right.
See,
man, dude, when I look back on it, I'm like, what was I thinking? What was I doing?
Oh man,
why did I do that?
That's another baseball thing. Like pitching, like in college, I was like, oh my god, first pitch, I was like, all right. We're good. Right. It's like once you get the first
showed up to Clackamas games. I don't think I ever asked you that.
It wasn't a bunch, but I mean, it was more. But like we had support of like, well, the softball girls would come, soccer, basketball.
Yes,
like,
right.
Because like we meshed pretty well. Like how Doug was talking about, there's like that one place where like all the team like would hang out. My apartment was that place freshman year.
Athletes would hang out.
Yeah, like the baseball kids were there all the time. I know I told you.
I tried to hang out with Doug a lot, but he was deep as fuck.
Yeah, dude, Warner Pacific is deep out there. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. If
you're out there, like you don't come home, like you sleep there.
You gotta stay there.
I don't know if you've heard, but my apartment my freshman year with Jake was We had a stripper that lived above us. Nice. And below us, we had like the model where they would like tour and show you what the apartments were like. So come Friday night, like she's out working, nobody's there. Security guard never busted us. So like we were the party apartment.
We partied one time at Doug's house where his apartment, which was not huge, and all of a sudden there was like 50 people there.
Yeah, dude. At Warner we had some good ragers, but it was always the same 50 people. But it was, it was just fun because it was like that's what we did,
Yeah. We had a big rager once, and I'm like, who the hell? I don't know any of these people. And then like a separate party broke out in my room where it's like all the beer was in here. Dude, like we had games going.
Stressed me the fuck out.
It was stressful at first, but then you're just kind of like, well, fuck it. This is my life now.
Yeah. Usually when it was at my place, we had quite a few ragers. I would limit it to people like I knew and like people. If they brought someone, it'd have to be like people like I trust.
Right.
Because at the other place, there was a couple houses that we partied at.
The one that I was at for you was not the multi-storied one. It was just the apartment.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was yeah.
Yeah, I remember
the one that got broken into.
Yeah, I mean
we had lived there for like a month and it got broken into.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny?
Yeah.
I knew you played at Warner Pacific, and I knew it was in like the Portland area, and I'm just like, where the hell is this place? And I could never find it. And then I was driving somewhere for work. I think I was heading like out towards like Reed College or something. Yeah. And like I drove by, I was like Warner Pacific. Oh,
it's
fuck!
Just kind of hidden there.
That's where Doug is. I'm like, wow, that is deep.
Yeah, it's deep as fuck.
Yeah.
So then, Doug, after
Warner,
you went and played pro ball in Germany.
I did. Yeah, that was a great experience.
How did that come about?
Yeah, like I don't even know.
You're right.
Because I remember seeing pictures on Facebook of like you playing. I'm like, that's a weird looking basketball. What the? Oh, he is not in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was interesting. Well, after my senior year of college, I mean, I still have some school left. I haven't finished, but I was kind of in limbo. Should I go back to school or should I pursue my dream of, playing basketball? I always wanted to at least travel and play basketball, maybe get paid. Mm-hmm. So I was just kind of in limbo, and then one day this guy hit me up and was like, I got this tour, but you have to do it today and it's $800. And I was broke and I didn't have any money. So I texted my mom and was like, $800 and I can live my dream. And she was awesome enough, and she's always supported me a lot. So she gave me $800 to live my dream. And so what it was a tour of, I think it was like 6 guys from like small schools. And we all actually ended up meeting in like Providence at the airport. Never met any of these guys. I actually had one of my teammates from Warner came with me. So at least it was nice for me. But these other kids, other 4 or 5 kids, they were just.
Did you know before you showed up that he was going to be there, or was he like there and you're like, oh shit, Jimmy?
No, I did know he was but like. Yeah, I mean, he had done it. He had already scheduled, and then the guy hit me up to go, and I was like, well, I might as well try.
Right.
But yeah, it was tough because like we got off the plane in Germany, and then it was in the morning, and we were immediately off to practice.
Oh, shit.
And it was just like, oh my god.
Wow.
It was that was just practice, and then we had games because we were only there for a week. Like we were there for a week just to play basketball against these teams, like these German teams, with our 6 American guys. So we had to practice, we got 3 hours off the plane. Went to practice, had 4 hours off, and then we had to play a game that night.
Oh, you guys get smashed?
No, we actually won.
There it is. Have a little faith, man.
Dude, that's a long time to be on a fucking plane.
I get it.
It was tough. Second game we lost. The next day, because it was back-to-back games. So what the point was we were trying to get people to notice us and get picked up. Third day, I rolled my ankle in the third game, and that was not very fun, but it wasn't too bad. And then, oh god! So the story of me getting picked up from a team, we ended up playing a game in Cologne the next day, the 4th day.
Yeah.
But this team the guy that I was going there playing for had reached out to this Limburg team, and they wanted to try me out, so they gave me a game. The Limburg team had a game that day, so I took a train. I had no idea where the fuck I was going. No idea what the language was, dude. So I had to take this train alone from Cologne to
Limburg.
Bonn.
Bonn.
It was in Bonn. It was an away game. So it was
how far of a ride was that?
It was maybe like 45 minutes.
Oh, okay.
But my teammates, all the other team is playing in Cologne. So
right.
we're like separated at this point. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
This is like,
that's
if I get lost, I might be screwed.
Dude, that would
here,
give me so much anxiety. I'd be like, I got to figure this out, but like,
luckily everyone in Europe speaks English, so
right. Yeah,
science won't be, but you can figure it out.
As bad, because people do speak English, but it was still like, oh my gosh, I hope I get off at the right exit. And then,
right.
So I get to the station in Bonn, and I start walking around, and I don't know who's picking me up. I don't know if it's like I don't know who's picking me up.
Yeah.
So I'm like walking around the station, and I'm probably walking around for like an hour, and I haven't seen anyone. No one has a sign or anything. So I'm like, oh shit. I know. I'm like, oh fuck.
Guess I might as well rent a car and drive myself.
Right. So I just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit. So there's like the stairway to the front entrance of the whole station, and there's like a little perch to the side. So I just sat there and kind of like hoped, and I sat there for like a good 20 minutes, and then some guy finally came around, looked at me funny, and was like, "Are you Doug?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, I am. Thank God."
Did he explain like where he was, or
no? Not really. It was just meet at the station, and that's it. I didn't have any contact. I mean,
crazy.
Yeah,
you gotta carry a basketball around with you.
Right.
That's just like the dead giveaway.
I'm here with
that. Probably would have been smart, but
I know I did.
Yeah,
I had like my basketball
like,
bag, but that's probably how he. And luckily, the coach, he actually spoke English, so he's actually from America.
Okay,
that's good.
So.
Just wear a t-shirt.
At that point, I was like, okay, this.
You weren't like, bro, you're an hour and 20 minutes fucking late,
right?
Dude.
I think we had scheduled it, so we had like time to like meet and.
No,
so
okay.
there wasn't. We were kind of running late, but we weren't running like that.
Yeah.
You know? So that was nerve-wracking.
Some people drive crazy.
Over in Germany, they drive super crazy. The roads are super narrow, and they're just everywhere.
Yeah, you can't look, man. Amsterdam's like that, too.
Yeah, it's nuts. But I kind of felt like that was a good sign. Like, okay, at least he found me. And then I had a really good game. Like,
dude, how much stress was that off your shoulder? Like,
oh, yeah, that was a lot of stress.
I am fucking Doug.
So, I know, yeah.
For once in my life, I am Doug.
Yeah. Yeah, it really, no, that was one of my actually like most profound moments in like life. I'm like, oh my God.
Jesus. Everything lined up.
It just lined up perfectly, and then I ended up having a really good game. We played the Bonn second team, which they were like sponsored by Telecom, which is T-Mobile out there, so they're like huge, and they have like these super nice jerseys.
When you're dunking on fools,
I ended up like dropping like 27 or 28 points.
Oh my God!
And then they were like, "Okay, yeah, we'll have you."
How could they not? Right?
And then at that point, I went back to the team in Cologne, so I had to like also take a train along back there, and I had to wait for them for like 4 hours.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh my God, did they get lost? Did they already go back to like Frankfurt without me? Like,
oh my God.
I feel like this too, though.
Oh, really?
Like, if in the game where you're playing 27-28, dropping those points, did any time during that game, did it cross your head, like, I might be a fucking German video game player here in a minute? Here we go. What's up? 2K, my
Being
guy.
Like a German 2K game.
Got A+ team score.
Yeah.
Once.
Did it cross your mind?
Not really.
Come on, Dad.
No, I mean, more so during like the tours, I'm like, okay, I'm here to like get noticed. Once I was playing, I mean, sometimes when you play, you just kind of get into that, that zone, and you don't really think of that. And I think that game, I was kind of like so tired and kind of like, I just gotta do it. Like, it just kind of went.
Did you feel like, though, because it was like, here's 6 dudes that you're on the team with, the sole purpose of you being here is to outperform everyone so that some team will pick you up. Did that feel like other people were like doing shit that they probably really wouldn't do on like a normal team?
Absolutely. Yeah. There people were, I mean, we played for 6 people, we played out like a very high speed. Like we were just coming down one pass, maybe 2 passes, just coming shot.
Did it take away from like the whole like team vibe of it?
Had to have.
Right? Because if you're there trying to get picked up, like obviously, yes, you want your team to do well, but at the same time, like you want to stand out, right?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, the guys were really cool. Like,
okay.
I mean, maybe it was because of that travel into something unknown that we kind of all were doing at the same time, that we kind of had a closeness. But I never felt like I never butted heads with anyone about like, hey,
you're shooting like 18 shots.
Right.
Well, there was one guy. There was one guy that probably shouldn't have been there that was doing that. Yeah, and it was just like, but we're just here doing that. Yeah,
He knew he shouldn't have been there.
I'm a garbage time player, but I made it. Here we go.
So, exactly. I can be mad at that. Yeah. I'm like, you got I'm still gonna shoot my shots. I mean,
yeah.
I've never been shy to shoot. I'm sorry about that.
No, you're not.
That's fine. Dude,
don't ever
shout. There's not like resentment. There's like in terms of my high school basketball experience. Sure. Like I guess if I had to resent anything, it would be having to forfeit fucking 16 games or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, that was tough. That was
like, do you think that there's very many teams that have ever been put through that?
Not many. And there's not many teams that would respond like we did. I mean, we still fought till the end. I mean,
yeah, but like, dude, we had to forfeit games that we won.
It's pretty
right.
Like 70-20.
Right.
That was the senior year, right?
Yeah, our final year of basketball.
We're getting losses to Gresham, who hasn't won a game all year.
Yeah, I remember
we had to
hearing
forfeit
about
the
that.
games. We were tied for like first in state almost. So we were in the top 10 easy.
Top 10.
I didn't follow a lot of like high school sports once I left, but basketball I definitely followed because I knew you guys were good and like it was fun for me to watch you guys like my senior year.
Yeah, we were ass junior year. In terms of winning games, we were ass.
But it was enjoyable because there weren't many blowouts.
Yeah, we didn't get fucked up.
Yeah, you guys were always
like
close.
Jesuit, but that was it.
Dude, I remember too the fucking Westview game. It was at Aloha. They came in their stands, whatever you call them, like just so obnoxious. And for some ungodly reason, I don't know what it was about being in the bleachers. But like a different side of me would come out, and I would just yell the most obnoxious things.
Yeah, because you're in a group.
Awesome. It's fun.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, we can hear some stuff.
Okay. Some stuff, but dude, you're usually locked in.
Yeah. Well, the worst was I remember, dude. I would let the refs have it.
I love it. Please do.
God, I felt so bad. There was one point too where it's like, the class like, get off your knees, you're blowing the game. Like, dude, I let this dude hear it all game long.
Yeah, there's some refs.
Just got louder and louder
because there's only there's a minute number of refs. Right. So and a lot of them I feel like they have like districts, right? So they're playing certain games. So you would come in and you would see who was reffing the game, and sometimes you'd be like, okay, things are good. And then other times, like that they're gonna at least call it fair. And then other times you look and you're like, fuck,
dude,
this dude hates us.
Same with umpires in baseball. There was one umpire who he would, if it was right down the middle, it could be a ball, could be a strike. Don't really know. So literally 1 week of like practice, our coach would throw a ball anywhere, and you had to swing and hit it because you just never knew what the zone would be.
Are there never like people who like go to games and be like, dude, that guy's sketchy as fuck. Right. He probably shouldn't be an umpire.
Yeah. Dude, 100%. Yeah, 100%. But this one guy had crazy eyes. Man.
I think that's the hardest part too, is because for anyone on our team who was trying to go somewhere for basketball. Like, we were high profile, sort of, because we were doing well for the first time in a really long time. Like, we were making it to the playoffs for the first time since, like, before we were even in high school.
For sure.
So then, when we lose all these games, then it's like, well, no one gives a fuck anymore, because when they go and look, they're like, oh, like, they're 28th in state.
Right.
And we were, like, 5th.
Yeah, we were in top 10 for sure.
And then and we were still nice, but like our skill didn't change, but it just took so much out of your soul.
Right.
You're just like,
it's just a blow, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when they were 4 hours to picking you up at the fucking train station, did they give you any explanation? Or they were like, we're here, come on.
We ran into Jesse, got drunk, he took us to a strip club.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it was they might have missed a train, and I mean, because we did that earlier in the week where we missed a train, and it took like an hour for the next one to come.
Oh, shit.
So I kind of understood, but luckily we were staying in Cologne that night, actually.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just kind of stayed in the main terminal, and then once I saw him like turn the corner with everyone else.
You're just like, oh.
You know that feeling.
I am Doug.
I am Doug again. Yes, it was I was having profound experiences out there.
Nice.
Yeah, dude.
How long were you there for?
Piss me off.
I was there for a total of like 7 months.
Okay.
What year?
It's 2016.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're still pretty fresh back.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean,
it's almost 2020.
I know.
I know, but I mean, yeah, like he's been here for a while, but like, dude, it's not like
it's not forever ago.
Yeah, exactly. Recent. It's recent enough. Still,
it's pretty recent.
Yeah.
It was,
more recent than me. So
yeah.
when I was in Amsterdam.
Sure. Yeah, it's a good time. That's crazy.
Doug's like, are you Doug? No, I'm Doug.
I'm him.
Get out of here.
This is crazy. Yeah, I mean, that night we ended up going to some
strip
club out there. You know. It wasn't a strip club. No, Jesse wasn't there.
Jesse's FaceTiming me internationally. Bro, go to the strip club. I'm drunk.
But it was crazy. Like, we ended up staying there. Like, their clubs over there don't close till like
late
6 a.m.
Dude, I could not hang.
So after playing all these games,
it's impossible.
4 days
party
in a row,
every day.
and playing all these, still jet lagged. I haven't even slept really. We go to this party and stay till 6 a.m. and we're walking outside and it's daylight outside. Yeah. People are going to like work and shit. And you're just like, what is going on? Like, that was a kind of an interesting culture shock the first week. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Some dude's partying in his suit with his briefcase, like going right to work.
Well, it was still packed when we left. Like, it was 6 a.m, 5 a.m.
They literally party every day.
Every day.
That's
when I was in Amsterdam,
crazy.
I would walk by and like a big selling point would be like, we serve American breakfast and you can smoke while you eat.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah. Let's do it.
Like, that was like what they're thinking. But back in 2014, I didn't give a fuck about that shit.
Right.
Like, I cared about the food.
If you were to go back
I was
today,
like, American breakfast? Yeah.
I'm on it.
And then it's like, but I don't want to sit in a 20 by 20 room filled with smoke.
Sure.
I just want to eat. Like, so.
Oh, trust me, you'll eat in that room.
Yeah. So I was just,
hungry.
but you would walk by like smoke lounges or whatever, and you would walk by them at 10 a.m. and then you
full.
And no, you'd like see one dude or a couple friends that are still in there smoking. Then you go do your shit, and then you come back and be like 2. They're still in the same spot. Then you go home, you hang out for a little bit, you come back at like 5, 6, still fucking in there smoking.
Jesus.
And you're just like, God damn, dude.
Yeah,
and we partied pretty late. And like the first night I got there, I flew from Seattle to London. Then from London, I had to take like an hour and a half bus ride to Gatwick, which is another airport, smaller one. Jeez. Then I had an 8-hour layover in Gatwick.
That's right.
And the thing is, I'm going there for 90 days. So it's not like, people be like, oh, go hang out in Gatwick.
Right.
I fucking can't. I have 4 suitcases. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be, and I way overpacked.
Sure.
But then when I got there to Amsterdam, it was like 11 o'clock at night, like 2 days later than what I had left at. But it was the day after King's Day in Amsterdam, so it's like our 4th of July. Mm-hmm. But because it's such a big central place, Amsterdam, and it's a party place, people from Germany can just drive there, and like all these people, so every fucking person was there. And so it's like, I can't not go out. And then we partied until like 4. So now I've been up for a really long time. I mean, I slept I think I slept literally from like 10 minutes on the plane from Seattle, and I didn't get up until I made it to like London, basically. Like, because I can sleep. But still, it's like a weird time difference. And then I got so drunk, like I was like, oh. So I couldn't imagine getting there, playing the game, and then getting on a fucking train, and then going on the train, and me dealing with the stress of like not knowing if I'm in the right spot, finally realizing I'm in the right spot. I'm almost late to a game, go to the game, play one of the best games of my life, then go from that to another train, go, now I'm lost again for 4 hours, and now they finally find me, and then I'm going to party that night. Like, that's an insane thing, and that's something that only happens because of how on a high and how unrealistic your life has become.
Yeah.
Because you go, oh my God, this is happening to me. I never thought in a million years I would be here. I can't go to bed. That's how I felt. It was like I would have never thought that I would have the opportunity to live in Amsterdam. This isn't a typical
weekend for me. So,
yeah, for sure. It's like, it will never happen again.
Sure. Maybe next weekend I'll go out. But not this weekend. Yeah. For sure.
So it's like such a crazy thing, and then you're there. So you're there for 7 months, about give or take, and you play for the same team the whole time. And is that one season?
Yeah, it was a season.
Yeah. How many games?
Oh, it's not very many games. It's like 30 or 40 games, but
that's a decent amount of games.
It's a pretty solid amount of games.
I mean,
over 7 months, not bad.
It's like 2 a week. But, I mean, it was okay. It was fine.
How much traveling did you do? Like, did you play from Germany? Was it only in Germany?
It was only in Germany, yeah. So I didn't really get to travel. There was 1 week where Avery, my girlfriend, ended up coming out, and that was my 1 week off. So she wanted to see Germany, so I kind of had to stay in Germany. But
now we're going to Spain.
Right, yeah, I know. I wanted to go to Amsterdam really bad. I had a couple weekends.
Baby, listen, I am Doug. we're going to Amsterdam.
Yeah. Amsterdam.
I'm going to get off the train. Somebody will pick me up because I'm Doug.
Exactly.
Just watch this. We're just going to sit outside.
So did you go to Berlin ever?
I didn't get to go to Frankfurt a few times, but I mean, all our games were in like smaller, like Stuttgart. Yeah, a lot of small
German
a lot
towns.
of military
German
bases.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
Not on military bases, but
Right.
cities with military.
Much
it's interesting. Yeah, there's a lot over there actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Were people like fascinated to see an American? Or was
Nah,
it kind of
dude.
just normal?
Not me per se, because I look just like them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to sound like racist.
No.
Like I had an African American teammate as well, and I'd be with him, and people would come up to me, like talking in German to me, asking about questions about him. I'm
I was
like,
like, yo, I don't know.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm with him.
Yeah.
Ask him. He speaks German.
Did he speak German?
No,
No.
he didn't. Not him, but we had like a couple other buddies that spoke German.
That's cool.
And they were,
Yeah.
Usually the basketball players are really enamored with American culture, so they were trying to speak English as much as they could and try to
like, dude,
wrap themselves in.
try again.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
Because
what?
I suppose that their goal would be to come and play ball in America.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We had a really talented kid that I played with there, Kevin Yebo. But he was trying to like maybe even get scouted over in America. But I was like, man, you just gotta go over there. You're already there. They need their German players over there, and they're gonna, if you're a good German player over there, you're gonna go to like the top leagues.
Right.
And he's really good. And he was really young, and now he did that. He stayed over there, and he's in like the DBL, which is like the top league there. Like, that's where NBA players go.
Yeah.
Damn.
So,
If like when they're done or not doing so hot.
he's killing that. So.
Nice.
We had a good team. Playing against my teammate, just having to guard him every day. He went to Georgia State. He made me the best basketball player I've ever been. Just having to guard him. Like
Right.
my defense in general was just like.
Had to step
I've
up to
never
that
been a
next
good
level.
defender.
Yeah.
Mitch knows that. And he
Not
just
been terrible.
Yeah, but he made me like work on like foot speed and like just kind of made you. A
Just
better
step up.
player. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's the son of one of the Phi Slamma Jamma players. Misha is his last name. I can't remember the first name.
Interesting.
But yeah, he has some legendary blood in his.
That's
Yeah,
a little
right.
notoriety.
Yeah, so it was good learning from him. Do you know Jonathan Sims in the NBA?
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a more of a role player.
Sims sounds familiar, but I think that's because there was a guy who played in the Metro League with the last name of Sims. Garrettson. Yeah. But so no.
Yeah.
But the name sounds
he
familiar.
has like NBA hoopers that he hangs out with. And it's just good to learn from
for
him.
sure.
For sure.
And then
that's
after Germany, I was the best I've ever been at basketball.
When did you decide? Okay, I'm going to come home because would you
when the season ended?
Yeah. So but when the season ended, they weren't like, do you want to play next season, or
yeah, they were. I made up in my mind like I got to finish school.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I got to get paid to play basketball, but it wasn't a lot of money, and it wasn't enough to like. Okay, I'm
Live
just gonna
off of.
leave
Yeah.
all my responsibilities. Like I still haven't finished school, and I wanted to.
besides school though,
come back
what other
and
responsibilities
finish.
did you have?
I mean, I had a girlfriend. I just wanted to be back, and
Yeah.
I wanted to. I still haven't. I wanted to finish school, and I wanted
Right.
to kind of get back into.
Dude, it's so funny because Eno was the same way. Because Eno played Paladins professionally, and he was just like, I want to go back. And he is going back to school, and he's doing his thing. But it's such a crazy... It's not crazy, that's probably the wrong term. But it's such an interesting thing to see that when you get something and you do something for a bit that you didn't think that you were going to get to do in your life, it still can become... I don't want to say boring, but like... You get to a point where you're like, I guess know.
It doesn't live up to the expectations you thought,
Or
maybe?
it doesn't live up to the expectations for as long as you thought those expectations would last.
Yeah.
So, like, because he played in a bunch of different places. Like, I got to go watch him play in Atlanta. He won in Spain. Like, they won the championship. They were the best team in Paladins for a specific period of time, right? Because they won. That's an insane thing. So not only is he playing a video game professionally, he's traveling to Europe and winning a tournament. But still, he was like, I want to finish school, man. I'm just done with it.
Yeah,
it's like, but look at the opportunity that you have. Like, you're in a place that people would fucking, like, they kill for that shit. So it's an interesting thing to learn that just because you're doing something that
at one point in your life you thought you never do, and it like might have been your dream, it still can fizzle, and then you go, well, I think most people will rationalize it like, for Doug, maybe it was, I'm not getting paid enough money to actually make, like, I can't fly my girlfriend out here to live here. Right. I can't, I don't have any, like, my friend group's not here, my family's not here, and I'm not making enough money to where those things that aren't there is worth staying.
Well, I guess the other question, too, is, like, could you have seen yourself living long-term out there? Or was it just kind of, like, just a small, like, it was fun to do, try it out?
I mean, I could actually see myself living.
Okay.
I could, but, I mean, it was kind of like what Mitch was saying.
Yeah, you're starting over.
At this point, it was like, at that point, it's like, it's just so much. It takes a lot of work. Like,
for sure.
Yeah. Just keep it just your body in shape.
It's a job,
like,
100%.
I mean,
and like everybody expects you to perform
every
day.
time. I mean,
yeah.
It's just not getting. I didn't feel like I was kind of burnt out at that point, and like I've been doing this for a long time, and it's just like, how hard do I want to work for how high am I going to go, and how much am I going to invest in?
Yeah,
100%.
I can understand that.
Before it's too late, and I just forget about all the stuff back home that I have to take care of, and all that, and then I just burn my bridges back home. So that was kind of where I was.
And those are very.
At this point, I want to go back.
Yeah, those are very similar reasons why I stopped playing baseball. Like I could have gone and done the last 2 years somewhere, but I was just like, I don't want to do the 5 a.m.s. I'm not going to get drafted. Like, not worth it.
The reward for what you're putting out there, for sure, for the work.
Like, would have been fun. I'm sure it would have.
In terms of living out there, dude. I didn't want to come home. When I was in Amsterdam, I didn't want to come home, but like I can only stay there for 90 days. When I first got there and going through like customs and shit, they're like, how long are you going to be here? I'm like, 90 days. The dude was literally like, I don't like that. And I was like, well, I have a return flight. And he's like, all right, that's better.
Interesting.
Because that's what people do.
They just go
fly
and stay.
in and they just fucking stay. Yeah. And then
I don't like that.
He literally said, I don't like that. And I was like, well, I have a return flight. He's like, okay, that's okay then. Like when you leave.
My God.
And it was like July 30th. And he's like, okay.
That's insane.
I never
wow.
had any problems. I just
yeah, like
I was with my teammates. I was just like, yeah, right, exactly. I'm just Doug. Let me through.
How long are you here? I'm Doug. Welcome to Germany.
Yeah, well,
but I was saying I played basketball, and they're just like, oh, okay, you must be just traveling for
a
couple of days.
When the hardest
a couple
part,
days, 7 months later.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
The hardest part for me was not having friends because when I went, it was 2014. I just turned 21, pretty much, and everyone there my age fucking parties. Right. Like
parties.
Parties. And so like I couldn't do, and I wasn't into like soccer. And they're into that. Like basketball wasn't the thing.
Right.
And so like it was really hard to like find a group of people my age that I was really into. And my cousin was great and he did stuff, but he also had to work. And for the first like month, we didn't have an actual place, like because he had moved over there for a company, but so we didn't have like a flat. He wanted to find his own place, so we were in Airbnbs. We had to go to Rotterdam and stay in like company housing. Well, he works in tech industry, dude. It was shit housing, and it smells so bad, dude. So it was just terrible.
When you were there, were you like, wow, what the fuck did I just get myself into?
No, I never felt like that.
Okay.
I was like, wow, like. I'm like, it's crazy. The hardest part really was, like I said, I overpacked. So every time we moved, it was taking around like 3 fucking suitcases. Yeah. And like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like when I look back on it, like I had one suitcase, it was a smaller one that was like full of shoes. Like pretty much. I'm like, I'm gonna be here for 90 days. I need shoes. Like now I would have just like packed a joggers, my slippers, and like one pair of Nikes.
Yeah.
And that would have been it pretty much. Yeah. But my cousin also, if anyone's ever met Michael, like he's eccentric. Like he likes to do shit. He likes to look good and look a certain way. So I knew we would do stuff where I had to dress a certain way to like not just fit in, but like
meet the
get
mold.
in.
Yeah.
Like I had to do certain stuff. I remember one time we partied and we went to I think it was like Rembrandt Square or something like that, and we ended up in a sorority party.
Nice.
That's interesting.
You don't even know how it happened.
Okay.
But the crazy part is too is that all the bartenders drink with you. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
They get fucking blasted, dude.
On your dime?
No, like we don't pay for them. They're just like, here's a fucking because if they notice that you're not drinking, they're like, here's this little shot, and we'll take it with you.
Right. Like, all right, cool, whatever.
And it was usually like, what is it called? Like the black licorice, Jaeger. It was like that. It was like little things of Jaeger. Like, all right, I like Jaeger actually.
I can't do Jaeger.
Club Jaeger, you can get like a shot for $1 or €1.
Yeah,
I will pay
cheap
more to not drink
Jaeger. What I ate
Jaeger.
a lot over there was
Can't do it.
kebab.
The donor
kebab, yeah.
Yeah, that was what I ate every day too.
Every fucking day. Like, we knew this dude. He's like, what you want? And he'd like, or he'd like have it ready for us. But here it is. The only thing that was weird about, so everyone always talks to me about Amsterdam and like drugs. The only thing, like, I never felt unsafe. Mm-hmm. Not one time. You know, everyone's like, oh, you got to wear a fucking money belt up by your fucking shit so they don't rob you or get pickpocketed. Never felt unsafe. The only thing that they asked was like, do you want to have cocaine? It was like, no, dude. Like, shrooms are right there, dude.
Right. Question,
like,
do you have diet cocaine? We have that in the States. Diet Coke? Do you guys have that? No? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to pass on.
But yeah, that was the other thing. In like still water, but some places didn't have still water, and you have to drink their tap water, and their tap water is asshole.
So bad. We're spoiled with the tap water we have really here, though.
Like in some places in Germany, you can't even drink.
I went to Arizona.
No, don't drink that. You're going to die.
I went to Arizona, and I was going to have some tap water, and I was visiting a friend who lived here. He's like, no, like, there's bottled water in the fridge. Like, just go.
We are spoiled a little bit, I think, for sure. I mean, I'm not a complainer when it comes to water, though. So this is how fucking bad the water was. Like, it literally tasted like they pulled it from the fucking canal.
You're like, all right, cool, good talk.
And the canals are gross as shit, too. When you watch people jump in there and swim, you're like, oh, fuck. This person's coming out with, like,
going straight to the doctor
gonosyphilitis or something.
Gross.
Dude, there are porta potties. Like, they're not, like, porta potties, though. They're just, like, a stall where you go in, and if you're a dude, you just piss. Like, it's like a hole in the ground that basically gets filtered into the canal. Cool. And people will jump in there, and I'm like, yuck, bro. Yeah. You cannot do that. Yeah.
I'm going to pass on that one.
They take all bites and shit.
You know what was
bodies.
Where you were at?
Where's my buddy dog?
Where you were at? Where you were at? Did they do like? For us, when we had a bunch of like cardboard or recycling, it was literally just like throw it on the sidewalk.
Okay. Yeah,
and they just picked it up.
Yeah,
no, they had like places for it.
They're super clean.
They also had these garbage cans that when you open it, you put in, they were like 10 feet in the ground. So when they come pick it up, they would pick up the whole fucking thing out of the ground, and it'd just be like this 10-foot hole, and they'd dump it into the garbage trucks, and that's when they'd pick shit up. Right. It was crazy, though.
That's tight.
They only had... In Germany, it was really clean, but they had like little garbage cans at the end of like literally every street. So.
Yeah, they made sure.
And then everyone, like daily, someone would come through and
Berlin's huge too.
Well.
Yeah, if you've never been, like, Berlin is massive.
Actually, yeah, their cities are kind of gross though in Germany.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, like down some parts in Frankfurt, it was pretty gross. New Year's, we went New Year's Eve, and it was. I mean, because you can drink out on the streets.
Right. Yes, that was the crazy part. It was like, can I get this beer to go? And they're like, sure.
Like, all right, cool.
I guess you can a little bit in New Orleans, but it's not
Vegas
anywhere. Because you can literally do it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like,
did you ever notice people like
too.
really young drinking? Where you're like, dude, there's no way, like, they're over the age of 15.
Little kids playing Fortnite on his Switch.
A little bit. It was more the smoking that kind of shocked me. Like,
cigarettes?
Younger people smoking.
Dude, I feel like that's a very Europe thing.
The vending machines on the
outside.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
No, that's not right. Like,
I was in a...
Everybody smokes it.
Yeah. I was in...
you want a morning cup of coffee? No, I'll take a cigarette.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Which is a thing.
I was there, so 2014 was World Cup. And so, and the Netherlands was doing really well. And so the bar we went to with blackout curtains, and then they had a projector. Well, I went in there, and there was like literally maybe a 13-year-old girl. Like, she was maybe 13.
Jesus.
And she was just in there drinking wine, watching the game, and cops would walk by. I didn't give a fuck.
That's crazy.
It's nuts,
It is
man.
It's different.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's nuts
the
culture.
drinking ages, I think beer in Germany is like 16, and then hard alcohol is 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So it's just...
So if you can grow a beer to 16, you're buying all your friends shots.
Right.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know. And I don't know how anyone in Amsterdam makes money because they have siestas. So like at noon, 1 o'clock, they shut down.
Yeah.
The only thing that's open still is like bars.
That's amazing.
Everything else, like, you'll just notice, and there'll be like business people who are just getting fucking smashed at lunch. They're drinking champagne and doing shit. What?
Yeah. Just in general, people in Europe, they get a lot more time off for their work. Like, they get like 3 weeks vacations, always around like Christmas time. I know they have like
a bunch of
blocks of times where everything just
sure.
kind of shuts down. And,
I
mean, I kind of like that. I mean, I would like
that makes sense. That makes sense.
40 hours a week is tough for
40 hours a week is tough, I think.
It is. I think we should reduce the
Either have to reduce it or increase time off.
Right.
One of the two.
One of the two. People would be just way happier, and you'd get more production. Like I just feel like people are just drained and tired. Like they're working 40
working
hours
their lives into the ground.
Nike does summer hours.
That's cool.
Right.
So all black badges get, and to be honest, it depends on what team you're on, because some teams don't give a fuck if you're black badge or if you're white badge because they have two different styles.
Right.
20% of Nike's workforce is actually Nike employees.
Right.
80% are contractors. Yeah. And so, which is that just blows my fucking mind.
So cheap for them.
Yeah.
So cheap.
It blows my mind. But from Labor Day to, or from Memorial Day to Labor Day, they have summer hours every Friday off at noon.
That's nice.
And so, yeah, they're still getting paid.
Right.
You know? And it's super
chill.
It's super nice for them, and it makes the campus really chill. And most of the time, but you know what I've noticed about Nike employees is how some, not all, because the majority are really friendly, really nice, but some of them are so stuck up, man.
For sure.
Like this guy got a 15-inch MacBook, and I was setting it up for him, and he was like, holding it, and he's like, I hope I didn't make a mistake. And like didn't go with because I could have gone with the 13-inch, and I was like, dude, it's like a pound.
Right.
It's like literally, it's like a pound difference.
I think it's more than just a weight thing, though. I can understand that a little bit.
For what?
I went from a 15 to a 13, and I'm so much happier with a 13-inch computer.
Really?
Why?
Wow. Yeah.
It's smaller. It's lighter. No, hang on.
Lighter by a pound.
But but let me get this out. It's smaller. You're right. It is lighter. The lightness is not the selling factor for me. It would take up so much space in my bags that, like, on my backpacks, like, zipping it into the laptop pack was hard sometimes. Like, it just wouldn't fit some bags. My desk space, I got more desk space out of it. Like, I'm personally happier.
A couple inches, bro?
Dude, you'd be surprised, though. That shit adds up.
I don't know.
I was just if you're stuck in a tiny little spot and you have a 15-inch computer...
They're not, though.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if you're going out, like, you're going to Starbucks or some shit,
you got, like, four
you get
screens
stuck
on
at
your
a
desk.
small table. Yeah, no, at the desk, like, they set that up for them, but, like, in the real world, like, you know, there's... Yeah. I'm happier with a 13-inch computer than a 15-inch. Yeah. Just saying.
I understand. But if you were getting it, if someone was just like, here it is,
yeah,
it's like,
right.
oh my god.
Yeah, if I didn't have a choice and they're like, here's a 15-inch, I'm like, all right, dope, 15-inch, whatever, and I'll make it work.
Yeah, I don't know. This way some people act, I'm like, dude.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah.
Be grateful.
He's got a $2,500 computer.
Expensive, yeah. That's not cheap.
Yeah.
True that.
Yeah, I hate the new MacBooks though. They're an asshole.
I mean,
the older ones were way better.
I don't like the keyboard on this one.
Yeah, that's the biggest complaint. But in the Nike environment, those computers suck ass.
Yeah, I don't like the keyboard.
It's a butterfly.
Yeah,
so it's
a butterfly key, but also the keys are like flat now. Mm-hmm. So like you can feel it's just it used to be a raised thing, and the trigger system. That butterfly key is just not. Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't necessarily. Sometimes it doesn't feel like you're pressing the button. Like before, when they were raised a little bit, it felt like you were typing. Right. This one, not so much. But
there's another thing too. People are running into the issue.
To me, it's like such a fucking picky
right. But no, if you use it every day, like I get it. That pickiness adds up. But also too, there's this thing where people are running into the issue where they'll like sometimes when they hit keys, it'll double hit that key.
Yeah, double hit it. Yeah.
So I can see that. That's
frustrating.
The keyboard's in the screen, so like if you had like a paper clip on like to the left of his mouse, his trackpad, and you closed the screen, it could potentially fuck the LCD in that screen, like hardcore. Just not shutting it hard, just shutting it at all could fuck it. It's good stuff. It's crazy.
That's scary.
Yeah, here's $2,500.
Yeah,
right, dude.
Just like that.
Doug,
100%.
you are also into sports cards.
Oh yeah.
But you were into them, and then you weren't.
What happened? What's the deal here? Give us this breakdown.
Well, maybe not weren't, but you like got rid of them. Because I remember one time, Doug and I walked to rainy day games. I don't remember what we were getting, but we walked and we were pushing his brother in a stroller. So it was just like me and fucking Doug walking down like Farmington and 170th, and it was weird. But like that's what we did.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been fascinated with cards. It started with like Pokemon cards
Hell yeah.
when I was young. You know,
Doug was the only person I knew who like actually knew how to play the Pokemon game.
Oh, you knew how to play it?
Oh yeah.
I never did that. I just collected them.
I mean, everything, even like Magic cards. I mean, I even had like Digimon cards at one point.
Okay. Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh yeah, I dabbled into them.
See, I did the Digimon for a little bit, not my thing. I got pretty big into Magic for a little bit.
Magic is cool.
I got real intense with that game.
Magic's big now too.
It's fun because I mean, there's so much strategy.
I hated losing.
Yeah, exactly. It's the competitive,
Pissed me off.
Yeah, but I mean, I was always into it. And then my sophomore year of college, I had a nice collection built up. And then I don't know if it was because I needed money or something. College brain dug. I sold all my cards, and it's probably one of the biggest things I regret to this day, actually. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what got me back into it. Like, well, 2 years ago, actually now, for my birthday, Avery, I was talking about getting back into cards with her. And for my birthday, she just got me like 50,000 like old vintage cards,
wow.
It was from like the dead era of cards where they weren't worth anything really, but she just got me 50,000 cards, and I got to go through them, and I'm like, wow,
that's cool.
I kind of missed this, and at that point I had torn my ACL, so I'd been away from sports, and then it was kind of a way to bring me back into watching sports again, getting close to
How'd you tear your ACL?
I tore it playing flag football.
You know what's crazy is how many people fucking tear their ACLs doing weird shit.
Right?
Yeah.
Eno tore his ACL playing Ultimate Frisbee.
Jeez, yeah, I can just have one quick movement, and it's 2 seconds later you're done.
Well, how did it happen? Did you like not want to hit somebody or?
No, well, I actually caught an interception. I was going for a pick six. Quarterback was running towards me, and I kind of, juked towards him to go the other way. And planted my left leg into the ground, and it just stayed straight and just popped.
Oh,
weird.
Yeah.
So did you score?
I did not score.
Dude, what are you doing?
I know.
You had one guy to beat?
I know. I don't even think he grabbed my flag, so I don't.
You just laid there?
I did.
Just crawling.
Yeah, I just got to do it. Yeah,
just lateral that bitch out. Guys, go. I've done what I can.
I immediately knew something was up with it, but
that sucks.
Did you have to have surgery? Was it like
I
that torn?
I did do surgery. Yeah, it was fully torn. So luckily, nothing. I had a bone bruise, but nothing else was torn, so that was good.
What was the recovery time? What did you have to do? PT and stuff?
I did, but luckily, I work for a physical therapy company, so it's all taken care of.
Yeah. So what do you do for work?
I am a physician liaison. So for our new company, we just rebranded to this Physical, spelled FYZICAL. So it's a little different. It's balance therapy now, and we do our regular stuff, but I get to go out to like the doctor's offices and try to build a connection with the doctor's offices. And,
right.
When
you go out, is it like a scheduled visit, or are you just like, hey, I'm here?
Right now, it's just going out, kind of like cold calling, but bringing our marketing resources to them.
Yeah. Nice.
And this next month or so, I'm going to go out and try to like set up meetings and have them come out to our place and see our new balance systems. And
is that in Laco?
What's that?
Was that in Laco?
No, we have one in Clackamas, one in Estacada, and one in Malala.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God damn.
I know, they're deep out there. We're the only PT in Malala, so that's
nice.
That's nice, yeah. We're one of two in Estacada.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you kind of...
Right, we kind of have those areas. Clackamas is a bit tougher because there's so many.
Dude, there's a lot of Clackamas.
Dude, I hate all those areas, to be honest, though.
So much, yeah.
Dude, I was going through Clackamas, like, God, I fucking hate Clackamas.
You know what's really funny, though? Like, when I first moved to Oregon City for JUCO, I was like, this is going to be, like, the longest 2 years of my life.
Yeah.
And then... not even 3 months in, like 3 weeks in, I'm like, dude, Oregon City is so fun. This place is popping.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Like, we actually found things to do. It was so enjoyable.
Yeah, I bet it's like that when like you're there.
Yeah, well, like I was there and like, we had enough friends.
You're like, ugh, bro.
Yeah. You're like, okay, I'm off the freeway and I have to drive everywhere. There's like an Albertsons. I think there was like 3 fast food spots, and you're just like, what are you guys doing? Yeah, like, there's not even a Chipotle out here? I got to go to the town center for that?
Amsterdam. There's no Mexican food. There's Spanish food. Yep. No Mexican food. It's terrible. All I wanted was a burrito. It's like, I just want a fucking burrito, dude.
That's funny.
Chips and salsa or some shit.
So these sports cards. What are you doing with these sports cards?
Sports cards.
He has an Instagram.
I do have an Instagram. I'm just kind of at the point where I have quite a bit of cards. I'm like, I don't want to be the only one looking at them. It's kind of, So I do have an Instagram now, posting my cards, and I've been kind of playing with the idea of starting maybe a card business, which I don't know, it'd be kind of cool.
How would that go for you? Do you think? What would be your plan of attack for a card business?
I mean, I'd want to open. My dream's always been to have like a card shop, and I would want it to be like all cards, but I would also have. I've noticed a lot of like when you go to card shops, they don't have a place where you can like sit down and like enjoy people's company while doing the card thing.
Right.
So I don't know. I would like to have a card shop with like a place where people can play video games as well, and I don't know. Something kind of interesting, unique like that.
Yeah.
A place where people could also just feel welcome and talk about cards and play cards and make money off of doing something with sports as well. That's what I've always wanted to do.
You know what I think is the thing is maybe like a subscription based thing.
Sure. I mean, they do have that at the mall, like video games where you can like pay to play at.
No, I mean not necessarily for just the playing the games, but for like a card thing. They have subscription based, like, oh, here's $10 a month, and we'll send you a box of cards.
They do kind of have that. They have like you can pay subscription, and they do like certain packs, like a medley of packs.
Well, because when you had like the Prism cards, I was like, oh, I'm gonna check and see how much these cards cost. I'm like, God damn,
dude, they're expensive.
Prisms are out there,
especially
man.
Prisms. Yeah, those are the ones you want right now. It's interesting.
Those are the ones you want.
In terms of like base rookies, like those are the ones that hold the most value. So like you can get like autograph cards and jersey cards, but like these short print rookies, it's just the card, and they're just like there's only 99 of them made. They go for more than like the autograph cards.
Right.
So it's kind of interesting how
like
that is so crazy.
A Prism Kobe rookie would just go nuts.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Prism right now is so big is because when Kobe was a rookie, it was like Topps Chrome.
Yeah.
Chrome was the big thing. So if you got a Topps Chrome refractor,
Topps, that's the ones that I know. The name
Upper Deck was
right.
a big old one. Fleer. Now it's basketball is only Panini America. And
Dude, that Panini sounds so good right now.
Right.
It does kind of sound good.
Does sound good.
Yeah.
Now it's got me hungry.
Right?
Every time I put Panini, like hashtag Panini, I'm always like, damn.
That's going to food right away. What's up?
You could go for a sandwich.
Yeah.
What would I put on my Panini right now? Sorry, Coach.
It's such a crazy thing. Like when I think about it, that each card, like going from Prism or going to this company or that style of card, has its own economy.
Oh yeah, like there's a sports brand called Leaf, and they have some like really sweet cards, like logo patch autograph cards, and they go for maybe 10% of what like a Panini Prism card would go for. And
really?
It's just crazy. It's just mind blowing.
Why is it that though? Like what do you think like sets the market that way? Like
I mean, they're hype. There's also like contracts. Like Leaf doesn't have any contracts with any major sports, so they can't put like logos like on the picture of the player on the card.
So if there's so they have to try and find a picture that doesn't have like a Trailblazer logo,
or they'll just like erase it, so it just looks kind of funny, you know. But like, I know, but like the logos,
dude.
Like
if you were
Leaf,
wouldn't you just be like, "Fuck this!
Right.
I'm not making cards anymore. This is bullshit."
I mean, they still probably make a good amount of money. But
it's true, yeah. People keep buying them. I'd keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that's such a crazy thing, though. Because if I like got a Damian Lillard card and I knew that they were supposed to make a Blazer, that
just broke a chair. Oh my god, getting heavy out here.
Oh my god, are you all right?
No, I'm good.
Yeah. This is a little fucking...
I gotta watch my weight.
No, I think these are
them
cheap ass chairs, so...
Panini cards only.
That's so fucking funny, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I don't even remember why I say it. That's fucking funny.
But it's just like the contracts, like Upper Deck, they don't have they don't have the contract with the NBA, but Upper Deck has the rights to the autographs of like Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
How does that work Woods. If you're LeBron?
Interesting.
So he doesn't sign for Panini. He only signs for Upper Deck. So like Upper Deck can't put out basketball, but they put out like this weird product called Goodwin Champions.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. You're making me nervous with this chair right now.
Good. I'm at like the right angle. No, I'm at like the right angle where the weights.
Okay.
I'll probably break this side next. But like Goodwin Champions, they'll have like the basketball where you can hit Michael Jordan and LeBron James. But then they also have like pro bowling autographs.
Oh
and, like,
my lord!
4-leaf clovers. They have like
so
a piece of JFK sweater, like number 25. And like the big thing this year is you can get an autograph of JFK. Like that's like the big.
Are you going for it?
How does that work?
I'm not personally.
Okay.
Because it's expensive. It's like $100 a box.
Yeah.
You can get some fast.
How does that work for fucking? That's such a weird thing. That would have been something I never would have thought that somebody would go up, like a company would go up to LeBron, and they'd be like, "Hey,
we want the rights to your.
We want the rights to your autograph for
sure.
Specifically for cards." Yeah, you can sit on that.
Yeah, you're good.
That won't break. Yeah.
Dude,
it's so funny.
Here's the question though: are they going to start doing like a LeBron James Taco Tuesday? pack?
I don't know.
I have to.
I don't know why. That shit annoys me.
Dude,
It's such a meme.
it's so funny. Anthony Davis just casually rolling in for Taco Tuesday.
It's a big thing, yeah.
I know, it's huge.
Yeah.
I
But
wish I could make Taco Tuesdays a big thing.
we can make Taco Tuesday. It's a big thing.
You know, I'm gonna make a big thing.
Oh, here we go.
Bikey Town.
Oh my god, dude, you gotta do the audio. You can't just post.
No, people will know.
Nike
People who listen to the podcast will know it's Bikey Town.
For sure.
And then everybody
I
else-
did see your thing, Bike Town. And I was
See,
like,
Bike Town, right?
It confused me at first. You gotta like maybe do BIK
No.
EE.
dash E or
Something.
double E.
You gotta do something.
You like, I get it. I get.
Now that you know, now every time you
Bikey,
read it will be
I mean,
Bikey.
Are you gonna
You
read it
read
as
it
bike,
how- like,
or are you gonna read it
after-
as bike?
Well, probably bike just because that's the way
That's
my
what we
brain,
taught, right?
my brain goes. But I mean, if you read it like you're reading Nike, then it's Bikey. So,
Yeah.
I
It's
get
just the way
I
that
get
it should be.
Yeah.
No.
This is the first time I ever felt like Nike's not creative. Like, you idiots.
Why are you not listening?
You so
About
dumb.
like the electric scooters, you guys ride those downtown?
Oh,
I
all the
haven't, no.
time.
Yeah,
So
I
fun.
haven't done anything. I don't go anywhere.
Dude.
On purpose. It's all calculated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know what I really want to do, though?
Huh.
Just something. Like an escape room.
yeah, we
should
talked
get
about that
together
last
to
time.
do an
Yeah.
escape room.
Escape room would be super fun.
There's one where it's like everyone's like chained up, and it's like a serial killer thing. And you have to try and get out.
Scary. I don't know.
Yeah, it would be awesome, dude.
Sorry, sir, my chains are too loose. Can you tighten these for me?
No, it's like you're kidnapped. They call it like kidnapped or whatever, and everyone's just like fucking God, and you have to try and get
I
out.
don't want to be kidnapped in real life. Why would I,
just
want to
wanna
like
be
pay
done.
to
This
go
is
be
preparing you. It's preparing you for when you're inevitably kidnapped.
Damn.
When you're and you don't have Liam Neeson to save you.
Yeah, it's true.
You know,
you gotta be prepared.
you got to do it. I think like
they have,
any
like-
of those mystery things.
Do they have like disaster ones
Yeah,
where you're like stuck under like a piece
yeah.
of wall and you
Yeah.
gotta
Oh no,
escape?
Oh my god.
they might. I don't know.
We're gonna drop a 200-pound piece of concrete on you, and we hope it doesn't break your leg. You sign the waiver, but good luck.
Yeah, I think it would be
what?
fun, man. Not the dropping 200-pound concrete on me, but
disaster.
Right.
any of them I think would be really because they're all somehow like intertwined to getting to like learning the puzzle. I think solving puzzles is really fun, and to do
sure.
it in like a group setting that's like in your times too. Like it's not like you have 4 hours to fucking do it. You got like an hour.
Right.
Get out. And they vary on difficulty and shit. I want to really try one.
I mean, you saw. I can't.
Oh, Saw, man.
Yeah.
Classic.
Except for in this, you're not
You're
like
not.
fucking. You don't like. It's
Tear
not like
off
you're in
your
a
kneecap.
Yeah, it's not like you're in an escape room with fucking that thing in your mouth that like if you don't get the key that somehow is sawed in your eye, you have to like cut it out and then undo it, or it's gonna rip your jaw in half.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, those movies were nuts. 1 and 2 were good. The other ones
Yeah,
suck.
it's.
What kind of movies are you into, Doug?
I'm not even in. I just don't watch movies nowadays. It's weird.
Do you used
I
to?
used to. Yeah, I used to love movies. I used to
Movies
have
are
like a
the
collection
shit.
of movies.
Yeah.
I'm more into like TV shows now than I am movies.
Yeah, I could see that's probably more me. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm more of a comedy guy.
Yeah.
I just like to feel good nowadays. I'm just like, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I just watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and it wasn't great.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, because it was like it didn't give it enough chance to be like spooky.
Scary, yeah.
Like some of the stuff was like, oh my, like I'm always one of those people where if it's scary or like it's supposed to be scary, I try and put myself in that situation. Like if I was at the end of the hallway and I saw that thing,
Right.
would I be like, holy shit?
No.
Yeah, and I would every time. I would just fucking sprint somewhere.
somewhere.
I'll jump out the window. If I don't die, I'll run.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but they're really weird fucking things. But it didn't give it enough because what it's based off of is like short stories, like
Right.
82 short stories, and so it would have lent itself really well to being a TV series.
Yeah.
There just wasn't enough time to do some of the stuff. It was just like, oh, this is happening to
You
this
think
person.
they'll take it and turn it into a TV series after the movie?
No.
No, it's like one and done. That's
Yeah,
it.
I think what will happen is it won't do. I mean, it's a horror movie, so it probably didn't cost much to make.
Right.
So it will make money, but I don't think it will perform in the way that they wanted it to. Because
Gotcha.
they set it up for like a sequel and shit. And
Yeah.
they do stuff, but it's like a lot of stuff. Could you imagine like a full-on, well-produced, like money spent on like a Harry Potter series? Like a TV series.
show,
Like
yeah.
here's 15 episodes of fucking Harry Potter, just off the first book. There's so much stuff that they left out of like people hated the Half-Blood Prince movie, and that's literally the best book.
Yeah.
There's so much to unpack in that. It's the same with Game of Thrones. Like imagine if they made Game of Thrones
Yeah.
a movie.
No, for sure.
Because that's what they did with the Lord of the Rings.
Right.
But even the Lord of the Rings movies were insanely amazing. Like, they did a really good job. But imagine season 1 of Game of Thrones in a movie format.
Yeah.
You would lose so much shit.
Right.
It just wouldn't work. That's why it's really interesting to watch, like, these.
But see, here's the other thing too.
800-page books being turned into.
I think back when like Harry Potter and all that shit came out, like movies were the big popular medium.
Oh, I mean, they still are. They make a
but like
lot
at that
of
point,
money.
you can't just take the Harry Potter movies and go from movie to TV.
No one was spending $100 million on an episode, like they did now.
Right, but I think that's the thing though too. Like you've already like committed to the movie thing. You just got to ride out the movie.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean that's a very popular franchise in terms of money. I mean, there's a lot of really good ones.
Star Wars
is ass.
Yeah, there it is. You should have said
terrible.
that.
It's terrible nowadays.
Yes, Doug.
I like the old ones.
There it is. Thank you.
I like the old ones.
The original trilogy? Fine.
Yeah. Okay.
All day.
Yeah.
But this is the thing about Star Wars fans, like actual Star Wars fans, you'll be like, oh, which ones are good? And like the original trilogy. I'm like, there's 10 other ones, dude.
Right.
And you don't like it? That series is fucking trash.
Not good if you
think that the best 3 are the first 3 that have been made, and we've made leaps and bounds technologically, and they can't fucking figure it out. Dude, The Last Jedi might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life.
So passionate about this.
Yeah, right.
Give him a movie to shit on.
Well, cause, I mean, I think a lot of it comes because Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, especially, there's always like this weird, like, you either have to like one or the other, and it's...
Yeah,
it's kind of like that with Star Trek, I guess, too, in Star Wars.
Fuck Star Trek.
Star Trek, the movies were awesome, dude.
Sure.
I liked
the
it.
movies were
the
pretty
first
good,
2.
yeah.
I didn't watch the third one.
There was a third one?
Yeah, there was the first one, then there was Khan.
I liked the first one.
There was the Wrath of Khan or something.
Okay.
And then they did Into Darkness, I think. Yeah. Or was that the first? I don't know. But there was definitely 3.
Something, yeah.
There was definitely 3.
Huh. I may have seen all 3, actually. I don't know. They weren't very memorable.
I like Chris Pine, and I like Zachary Quinto, I think his name is. Mm-hmm. But like I just enjoyed... I don't care that much, though. You know, like someone who is really into Star Trek might watch that and be like, this is shit.
Yeah.
Right.
But like, I enjoyed it. I'm not into Star Wars. If I watch it, I can be like, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
But
that makes sense.
Like, The Force Awakens wasn't great to me. Like, it was all right.
I went and saw that in the theaters, and I don't even think I stayed awake the whole time.
I did not see it in theaters.
The Last Jedi is insanely bad. I don't understand. There's a reason why it made significantly less money, too. I mean, it made a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, aren't the writers from GOT doing a Star Wars, too?
Yeah, a series or something.
That's just not good. And that's why they kind of wrote off the last...
I don't know if that's
what
why,
I heard.
But it definitely could be.
I just don't know why they rushed it so much. That's my only problem with it.
I think I'm the same way.
6 episodes.
Yeah, I would have rather them just leave it hanging.
So,
right, exactly.
Just don't finish it.
No, that is a fucking lie.
I would rather have.
You would have been like,
hang.
if at the end of season whatever, like Battle of the Bastards happens or whatever, and then you're just like, yeah, you could just stop.
No. I'm not saying I'm not saying you can just stop.
You would have rather it stopped.
Yeah.
No, man.
If I had known it was going to turn out the way it did, I would have been like, just.
I'm not mad at the end in terms of. I think it's bad. I think it was bad, but I'm not mad at how it ended. I'm mad at how it ended. Like, I'm mad at why it got to that point.
Yeah.
Not how it... Like, I could see how Daenerys could get to the point.
Yeah.
I could see how this
all that
happened.
makes sense. Yeah. That I'm
just
fine
was
with.
rushed.
The execution.
Yeah. It's you build up the... What's his fucking name now? The Ice King or whatever his name is. I don't remember him anymore.
The Night King.
Night King, thank you. Yeah, you build him up for how many seasons? And then in one episode, 2 episodes, he's gone? Cool.
1 episode he's gone. Yeah,
Well,
they had the one battle.
Okay, not fair. At all.
Why?
Because there were fights with fucking walkers and stuff before that. There was
But
hard.
you build
Go
up
back
this-
and watch Hard Home.
But they
That
made
is a
it
full
seem
battle.
so
But you
like-
build up this giant battle, and then all of a sudden it's just over.
Yeah, that giant
An
battle
hour
was
and a
just-
half. It's a that was a movie length episode.
It was.
But
What, like, did you want it to then drag
not?
into the next episode?
Yeah, why
like,
not?
would that
Why
have
not?
made you happier?
Why not?
I would have
have,
rather
like,
be long. Yeah, 2 episodes.
Yeah, 2 episodes. Have the end kind of like in the middle of the battle, and then kind of.
The other thing that doesn't help that episode is that
Start
it played
with the battle.
so dark.
I can agree with that in terms of what I want, but if you look at like the logistics of making that happen, like they filmed that battle scene over like 4 months.
Right.
Like it took a shitload of time. So I'm just saying,
It was a great battle. I loved
yeah,
it.
It was.
terms of it ended in one day. No, it fucking didn't. We saw a bunch of fights throughout the whole series of stuff happening. Go back and watch Hard Home.
No, I get that. I'm just saying the big climactic, like, it just happened so fast, it felt like.
I mean, I think it was going to feel fast regardless. Like, even if it dragged into the next episode, you'd been like, oh, it took an episode and a half.
But the other thing, too, is like...
and he's just gone.
Well, here's the other reason I'm salty about it. It was like... Dude, it was so dark, you couldn't tell what was happening either.
That, I heard, was a mistake, too.
And that
I heard that they rendered the version darker than what it was supposed to be.
And I think that's part of my issue with it, too. Is if I'm sitting there focused for so long trying to figure out what's happening, and then all of a sudden it's gone.
I can agree with that to a certain standard. Like, from season 1 to 7, we had no, like, prop weird shit, like nothing like that. And then all of a sudden in this season it was like coffee cup, water bottle, dark. Like, somebody didn't give a fuck anymore.
Some intern didn't get hired on full time. They're like, you know what? Here's some fucking pliers. Why don't you go ahead and use that?
Yeah, it was like someone was just like, they just were like, well, it's gonna end.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So who cares? And that part's frustrating. But even like Star Wars, I think lends itself more to a TV series than it does a movie. There's so much going on that could be talked about, but like all this shit in The Last Jedi, like there was a battle with fucking Luke and Kylo Ren, and then it's not really him, and then he fades into gold fairy dust at the fucking end. Go fuck yourself.
That's the Force,
This
dog.
shit fucking sucks,
That's
dude.
the Force.
And then it's like, it's such a forced story, like, oh, who's Rey's parents? Oh, Rey's parents must be these people. Kylo Ren's like, no, your parents were trash. They, like, were lower than dogs.
So here's what I'm going to say.
Like, she's gonna be a Skywalker. Go fuck yourself.
The Disney Star Wars, horrible.
Dude, no, because it wasn't Disney who did Phantom Menace. It wasn't Disney who did Clone Wars.
I'm not saying those are great. I'm not saying those are great.
Jar Jar Binks,
best character of all time.
The fact of the matter is, Jar Jar Binks should have been should be a Sith Lord. He should be made bad.
There's enough. But before we go down that road, I'm not saying that the first or 1, 2, and 3 are great. I'm just saying Disney's are horrible. 1, 2, and 3, it's not much better.
Force Awakens was better than the second trilogy of 1, 2, and 3. Phantom Menace and those. Force Awakens was better than all three of those. The original trilogy's by far the best.
100%.
Rogue One might be the best Star Wars franchise.
I didn't like Rogue One.
Episode.
Didn't like it.
Because I guess that's what you call it, right?
Yeah.
An episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the best part of it.
It's either an episode or a prequel.
The only part that's shit about Rogue One is that because we know what happens in the end, we know that they're all fucking dead.
Right.
Yeah.
We know that. But, like, the end of Rogue One has the best lightsaber fight with Darth Vader, and he's in it for, like, fucking 30 seconds.
Right.
You know what I heard, too, was George Lucas wouldn't let people in the original trilogy fight with lightsabers one-handed. He's like, they're two-handed weapons. He's like, but look at all this cool shit we can do with one hand.
Nah.
No, he's like, no, dude, two-handed weapons. Like, George Lucas, go fucking shut up.
You're right.
What are you doing?
He's just chilling on Skywalker Ranch, living his best life.
Two-handed weapon.
Dude, Leia forces herself back into the ship that's exploded. She was exploded into space, forces herself, uses the Force, and opens a door that leads to space. Right. And everyone's just like, hey, Leia.
He's just not having it, man.
Worse, that's terrible.
Yeah,
that's worse than having, like, I would have preferred a coffee cup to be in that fucking movie then. Like, that's terrible.
Okay.
That's so bad.
That's funny.
And it's the part that my biggest problem is how much money is spent. $250 million spent on that movie, ridiculous. And no one was like, "Yo,
that's a lot.
This is dumb." That's what they need to hire, like 10 people to like read through something and be like, not somebody who's trying to please them. Like their job is protected to be like,
right.
That's fucking shit, and no one can fire them.
Yeah.
I would do that in a heartbeat. If they were like, "Yo," they're like, "Yo, your job is protected. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You just can't use these words." Be like, all right, that shit's ass. You need to change that stat.
Yeah,
but that also
probably
is
have to
assuming
have like a
that
collective person
for people.
You can't have one person.
Yeah. Because then the movie just turns into their movie, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Change that fucking shit,
right?
Yeah. But it's just like,
I
don't know.
The Last Jedi 1 and Last Jedi version 2.
It's just an interesting thing to see that like so many things misfire on like weird shit like that.
I'm worried about Space Jam 2.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
I'm worried.
Worried why?
I just think it's going to be so bad. I mean, Space Jam 1, it's just such a classic for me.
My thing is don't need to be redone.
Like The Lion King. Yeah, exactly. Like The Lion King. Like, it's just so classic. You just can't mess with the original. There's nothing you need to do.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to add more to it. You know, it's just the original. Just let it be.
Yeah, but it's also a business.
For sure. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
The business side, I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to make a lot of money. Space Jam 2 is going to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm going to go see it.
I mean, dude, this Lion King is... This Lion King made an insane amount of money. It's like 1.2 billion right now.
Jesus, it's unreal.
Yeah.
That's where all, dude.
I bought into it.
I liked it. I just felt that it lost some of the magic that the original had. And
So you're saying like they look too much like animals, not so much like
they had no facial emotion.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. The voice acting was good. The singing was good.
Yeah.
The best part about it was still Timon and Pumbaa.
Right.
Their best part. They were the best part of the original, in my opinion. And they're here in this one. And Seth Rogen does really a job. And I can't remember the other guy's name.
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney, yeah, does the other one. And
Wait, I thought Timon and Pumbaa was somebody else. I thought it was Seth Rogen and
Maybe it is.
the guy from Parks and Rec who's screaming and yelling a bunch.
Craig from
Yeah.
Parks and Rec.
Yeah, I thought it was him.
It's like, I have a condition. It's called caring too much.
Yeah,
that guy.
I thought
Yeah, no,
Have you
it's
watched
not.
Parks and
Yeah.
I thought that was Timon and Pumbaa.
It might be. It's Seth Rogen, and he does a good
So
job.
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
was Seth Rogen
Right.
for sure.
And what was it? I didn't get to see Aladdin. People were upset
didn't
with
see
how
Aladdin.
like Will Smith looked. I thought he looked good. Like just the trailer, thought he looked fine.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Live action, he's gonna look like
I
that.
think he just has big ass shoes to fill, and I think that's
Yeah,
the hard
Yeah,
part.
Robin
that's-
Williams.
I
rough.
think that's where it goes back to you don't
Yeah.
need to remake it.
Right.
What else? The Mulan movie looks like garbage.
Haven't
Well,
seen
yeah,
the
there's
trailer.
no singing in it. Like,
No singing.
That's
There's no dragon.
crazy.
No cricket.
And
The whole
she's
point
the-
of it was
right.
that she is a girl who has to look like a dude to be in the Chinese army. That's the whole point of the fucking movie. And she's just running around being a girl in the Chinese army. This would never happen.
yeah, that's wild. I don't get that one. They really changed like the whole movie. It's
The
not
whole-
even
it's not
Mulan
Mulan.
anymore.
Yeah. So I guess to some extent it just has the same name, but it's not like a remake or like anything.
I wonder if it's clapback for Matt Damon in The Great Wall or whatever.
Dude, yeah, what a silly thing that was.
Oh, it's
Matt, why are you there, dude?
I know.
That was a weird one. But at the same time, it's a Great Wall where aliens are invading or whatever the
Right.
fuck those were. So that's that, you know.
Right.
I don't know, movies are weird. I'm ready for the Christopher Nolan movie that's about to come out. It's supposed to be a mix between Interstellar and Inception.
I think I've seen it.
And
I haven't
a
seen a trailer,
lot of
What's it
fucking,
called?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
I'm
have a title.
excited, but I
It
don't
doesn't have a
know.
title.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good save.
It's
It's just an idea.
yeah, it's he's been signed on to direct and write this movie.
Oh, okay.
And they've released that it is this.
gotcha.
Like that's what it was.
Okay,
but it's
okay,
gonna
okay.
have a lot of that fucking
Sci-fi shit.
well yeah, that's him. But
Nailed
what's
it.
the what's the organs? Dude,
Oh.
Interstellar.
Like
Sometimes I was like, what the fuck
Inception,
are they saying? I can't hear them. Dude, so loud.
That's
super
Inception.
loud, yeah.
I remember that.
We saw Inception together
yeah, in L.A.
in L.A. Yeah, and we went to Jay Leno.
That was cool.
That was fun. That was a fun trip.
Yeah, Doug and I have done so much together. Doug went to Disney World with me. I went on a cruise with Doug.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Doug
good
and I have done a
stuff.
lot.
Yeah, that cruise is so fun.
That cruise was a
We
lot of
almost
fun.
died once.
Oh,
Some
what?
guy that.
Oh, that guy who almost kidnapped us?
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
His tags were. He was some taxi driver. His tags were all expired, and then he like took us on this way back road that we weren't even supposed to be on.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
hurry up, take your pictures, and we couldn't even get out of the car and take pictures.
Yeah,
We
he's
had
like,
to,
no, you gotta take it from me.
You gotta take it from inside.
Yeah.
We thought we were gonna die, and he
Yeah, it
almost
was
like
weird.
ran out of gas, and then, like, oh my.
The
God.
whole time, too, he had a picture of his family, and he just talked about how proud he was of his sons, but he had a daughter. Didn't talk about her at
Didn't
all.
talk about the daughter.
It was like, dude, like, come on, man. But we did so much there. We drove a jet ski out into the fucking middle of the ocean and
Hell yeah.
snorkeled. We did. We fished for marlin.
Yeah.
The whole place, like, it was. You'd leave your room at like 1 o'clock in the morning and just go get free pizza.
Right.
That's what's
Like,
up.
it was
That was
cool.
nice.
Yeah, the worst part about it was it came out of Puerto Rico, which was obviously U.S. territory, so we couldn't drink because it wasn't like
Right.
we were close to being able to, and his mom got us a couple drinks, but
Hell yeah.
it was a good time, and that's something that would be a good bro trip.
Cruise?
For sure.
A cruise.
Cruises are so fun.
I can't convince Jesse to do it though.
It's crazy.
Just
There's
doesn't
no,
want to
stri-
do
there's
it.
no strip clubs on board. So he's gonna get drunk
Yeah,
and
but
be
there's
like,
like
damn it.
casinos and shit.
Oh, yeah, there's-
and a bunch of girls. Like there's girls
There's
galore.
clubs.
Clubs. There's
on
everything.
there.
Yeah.
I'm not a big clever.
No, but if
Not
you're on a
big,
cruise
you're
and
right. No,
you
I know.
trying to get nasty, like that's where you'd go.
I mean, yeah, everyone's just trying to get smashed. I mean, that's what the idea
Yeah,
is.
it was a good time. I would like to do that or like Hawaii.
Why it would be fun.
I don't want to go to Vegas. I don't want to do that. Not
Vegas
into it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing special in Vegas. My friends love it, and I can't jump on
So
board.
I think we're at like 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
But so we're gonna end it. But I'm gonna ask you one question because I asked this last episode just as a general thing, and I was talking about it when we were playing basketball, but you guys were getting mad at me because I wanted to talk about shit. It was if your phone, the internet, your TV, everything goes out, right? All just goes out, can't be used. Like because you live in Lake House, we go with your sister, but like. How fast would you panic to be like something is happening, I need to take action? How long would it take?
Oh God.
Yeah, right.
How long would it take me personally?
Dude, I asked this question while you're thinking about it. I asked this question to my mom, my grandma, my aunt, and they're like 5 seconds, dude. If all of them are out, I'm losing my mind.
Well, that's how long does it take me to realize like, okay, it's not just me that's
so in a normal day. Right? Because if you don't have that connection, are you going to walk next door? Because you do have neighbors.
Sure. Yeah. Right.
So, like, how long would it take you to be like, maybe I should go check?
I mean, my power went out the other day, and I checked, like, outside first. I checked the power, and it was completely off. So I checked PGs.
So you handled it logically.
Right. So, I mean, it'd probably take me 20 minutes or something.
I'm like, Mom, power's out.
Yeah.
Will you call PG?
So, I tried to figure stuff like that out. I mean, I want to be prepared. But it'd probably take me a little while to...
Yeah, I said, like, 2 or 3 hours before I was like, oh, fuck.
Before I realized I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I'd probably...
And it's not just realizing it, right? It's like, okay, I have to do something.
Right.
I am in full panic mode. Bad things have happened.
Oh, that would probably
food.
take me an hour or two.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like before you'd overreact, because how embarrassing would it be if you were like, oh fuck, something bad's happening, and you like go down to the store and they're like, dude, what the fuck? Dude. Jesse, when we were talking about it, I would just walk up to Bimart, take the gun, and be like, if someone got in my face, be like, you're making the wrong move. And then when they did something, I'd be like, Yappa! Like, dude, what? Within like 3 hours, he's like perfectly willing to just blast someone's face off. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah, we'd probably give it a day before I do anything like that. But.
Yeah. Yeah. A long time for me before I was just like perfectly willing to just blast someone. I mean, it would totally depend on the scenario, but before I was like on the offensive to just be like, you better fucking move. Right?
Yeah,
like,
that's...
It'd be rough. I would not be...
I don't know how long I could survive because I don't know if I have like the
fight
necessary. Well, I think I got the fight, but I don't have like the skills. Like I couldn't go out and build a fire just with my bare hand. I mean, I probably could, but it'd take me a lot longer than it probably should.
You'd get there.
I'd get there eventually.
Would you though? Would I? I don't know.
Like, I don't know
introspectively.
I don't know anything about cars. So if I had to hijack a car, I couldn't do anything like that. I don't know shit about cars.
But
so it's like
building a fire, if it's sunny, but you have like a little magnifying glass, you're good, man.
Yeah.
You got that shit.
Sticks together.
Oh yeah, the magnifying glass I just have.
I have a magnifying glass in my living room right now. You have glasses.
That's the only thing I can use.
Use your glasses.
That's the only thing.
That's fine. You got a magnifying glass on your fucking face.
That's the thing I worry about is my survival skills.
Yeah,
I don't have them.
I mean, I think I could like brute force. I can do things, but like being smart, not eating certain things.
Nah, see, I'd still be like, oh, I'm hungry.
Rationing
like
your food, drinking water,
boiling your water. Like
you know way more about cars than probably both of us.
No,
you work on your car.
No.
Not at all?
No.
Can you change your oil? I don't know how to do oil.
That's true.
I can figure it out.
Okay, you've never changed oil?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
I feel
shit
so
about
bad
cars,
about saying that about myself.
Yeah,
like I don't know how to change oil.
Sorry,
answering that question right there, I was just like, wow, I should probably figure this shit out. Yeah, I don't know how to change oil.
Really?
Yeah,
I thought
dude.
you would have.
No, I never took auto shop. I know like models of cars.
Because of your Mustang and stuff, like I would have assumed you had worked on it and
No.
shit. Yeah.
I know how to pop the hood. I can check the radiator.
Okay.
Clean the filter. Check to make sure there's oil in
already
it.
More.
Yeah.
Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can check the oil.
Yeah.
Take the stick
Oh
out.
shit, there's some oil there. Yeah. Is that dirty? I don't know. It's oil. Yeah. But yeah, that's for me. Like, I don't think like if I'm like backpacking, you know, it's like okay, it's nighttime. I'm alone. I have to start a fire. I'm fucked.
Right. Exactly.
See, I'm still like, all right, we're going on a hike. Yeah, let's grab a grande meal from Taco Bell. Just take out in the woods.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
You can eat them hot, eat them cold.
But the big thing would be like. You still have electricity, running water still fine, but just the internet, your TV, like communication is down.
At what
I think
point
people are freaking out in general. Like the mass hysteria that's going to go on would be just.
Oh yeah, maybe more people would be like Jesse than what we think. Maybe more people would just be like.
I think so. I think you'd see. Maybe that's what we need to do to cut the population down.
Yeah.
Just cut out the internet for
Oh.
No,
24 hours.
shut it down.
On a separate note, before I forget, apparently anybody in the Portland area so I guess this Saturday, there's supposed to be like some big like riot or protest or something
Antifa
downtown.
or some shit.
Yeah.
That's
Supposedly, I think the Portland police reached out to the governor to see if they could have the National Guard on standby.
wow.
So,
Wow,
kinda
dude.
scary.
just a heads up.
That's such a thing. Like, I've listened to like other podcasts like of famous people like Joe Rogan, Tom Segura, like those guys, and they always talk about how Portland's like fucking nuts like that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, that's so sad to me because when I don't
think
I
about it at all.
live here and I never think about that, and I never even am in tune with that shit. But it's like, I did see a tweet that was like, none of us want you here. Like, I don't want Antifa here. Get the fuck out of here.
Right?
Yeah.
For real.
And it doesn't solve anything.
No.
Makes shit
But
worse.
Just a little PSA.
Dividing.
So,
Yeah, it's rough, man. But I'd never like think about Portland that way.
Yeah.
But be safe.
Yeah.
Don't be in Portland, I guess, on Saturday.
yes.
Be safe.
It's not.
Lock your doors.
Yeah.
Just don't be down there. I know that's what you got to worry about nowadays.
Yeah, dude, it's bad. You never know who's packing what.
Well,
So.
that's a good point. We'll wrap it up because battery's about to die.
No, you're chill.
Dougie, my guy, we had fun having you on, dude.
Yeah, it was a
Thanks
blast,
for
man.
having me
I haven't
on.
seen you in
I'm glad
years.
I could actually talk for 2 hours, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
way
you.
easy,
You were worried
huh?
about it.
I was. I know.
Yeah, that's
It's
nice.
not hard.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you.
We could probably sit here for another 2.
Right.
We'll link your Insta feeds
please
in
do.
the
Check out
description
mine.
too.
Yeah, is there anything
Cards.
else that we can plug?
If you
your
guys
main-
need
main-
physical therapy needs, go to check out Physical Therapy and Balance Centers.
We'll link that too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll grab all that
Got
stuff.
Yeah.
stuff
For sure.
especially for seniors and people that need balance training.
Love
Yeah,
it.
for sure. Don't want to break a hip.
Yep.
Dude, good to see you,
exactly.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'll break hips, whatever. Legalize it.
Yeah.
Just
And
kidding.
if you already broke your hip, we can work on that too.
100%. We'll get you balanced now so it doesn't happen again.
Exactly.
Or break the other one and get you real evened out. That's balance, right?
Yeah.
Break one, break them both, boom, you're good.
I think
Balance.
that's how it works.
100%. I hate to tell you this, you broke your left pinky, now we gotta break the right
It's
one.
just what we do.
Yeah.
100%. But on
That would be
note,
a crazy
that
thing.
would be terrible.
Oh, your left arm's broken?
We gotta. We just
your
have
right
to
one's
do this
broken, too.
protocol.
Oh, good times. Good times.
Alrighty,
But-
guys, we will catch you next time. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Neighbor Podcast. Next Friday, we will have Jordan Dardis on. The Friday after that, we will have Colby and Michelle from Wayward and Wild. And then we're working on another guest after that.
Yeet, yeet.
So be looking for that. Thanks, guys.
Adios.